Hello. Who's got the heebie-jeebies? It's time for another charmed chat. And, just to misquote the boogeyman, your nightmares are true. We exist. Hopefully you've seen the episode so you know what I'm going on about. Right, so I'm going to try to add in Chelley. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. I seem to forget every single time. It's 15 and 16 of season 1. We've got, what, 6 episodes left? Chelley!
Hello!
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, you?
Fine, thank you. It's just really started to rain out there, so hopefully you can't
Oh,
hear
there's a
me.
big black cloud coming along here,
Oh,
so yeah, I reckon it's going to happen.
hopefully not an earthquake.
Oh, hopefully
Yeah,
not. Might
but we'll
get
leave that to
the
Charmed.
Woogie man then.
Exactly. The Woogie Man.
The Woogie man must be my book teeth.
Yes.
Oh.
We're back. We're near the end of season 1 of Charmed, which is just crazy.
I can't believe it. It's
Have we
gone
got
so
6 episodes
quick.
left?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, after
Yeah,
this.
yeah, definitely 6. Where's that
It's
gone?
flying by.
Oh, it's been so good though.
Yeah, loving it, loving
Oh,
it.
loving it
Hi,
too.
Melina.
Oh yeah,
Hi,
I've
everyone.
just let you know. Somehow I've done what I usually do when you host. I froze my screen so I can't see any comments or
Oh,
anything.
okay.
I can see you, but
Oh,
I don't
fine.
know how I keep doing it. There's something I'm pressing,
Weird.
and yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You're
a
like,
me thing.
it's a spell backfiring, Shelley.
The whole screen just goes like with this border around it. I don't know how to fix
That's
it.
so weird.
I know.
I've basically frozen you out.
You
You're now
have.
stuck in your
You've
own
done a
little.
Prue on there. You've gone all Prue. That's what it is.
Yeah. So, for those joining us for the first time, this is Charmed Chat. We have been rewatching season 1 from the very beginning. Charmed is the 90s TV series / show, if you're American, which aired from 1998 to 2006, and it followed the 3 sister witches, Prue, Piper, and Phoebe, as they juggled their everyday lives with nasty demons.
Ooh.
So last month we chatted about episodes 13 and 14, which were sort of some good stuff, some not
Yeah.
so good stuff.
Yeah.
Nice to
Half
see Leo
half.
again.
Oh, ding dong.
Ding dong.
Ding
Yeah.
dong. Oh.
So this week, or this month, sorry, we are chatting about episodes 15 and 16, and we will be breaking down both the episodes into various categories as we do every month. So the categories include things like mythology, the show mythology, demon of
Yeah.
the week, the sister bond, and sign of the times, because clearly it's what, 20, 25 years since the show's on
Yeah.
TV, so
Oh, it was only a couple of years ago, Josh. We're not that old.
yeah, it's still 1998 RS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So please, if you're watching, hello, welcome. Please drop comments in the comments box and we'll read them out and chat about them. It's always really fun to hear your takes on the episodes. So yeah,
Yeah.
should we dive into episode 15?
Yeah, I cannot. I don't know why my face keeps like. I think
I did wonder what
it
was going on
keeps.
there.
I don't know what's going on. There's a Woogie in the live chat. Look.
Don't get what's
I
happening.
don't know. I'm not doing it. Oh,
It's like
oh.
you're glowing from the
I know. I
inside.
don't know
You're
what
all
it
aglow. It's
is.
Charmed.
Oh dear, cursed.
Well, yeah, we'll see if the colour changes or if it stays the same.
Yeah,
Or yeah, we'll see what happens.
oh,
There we go. You're
it's
back.
when I move. I just need to not move.
Stay very, very still, Shelley. Don't move.
Oh no, I'm just gonna.
Okay,
Sorry.
let's dive into season 1, episode 15. Is there a
Yeah.
Woogie in the house?
Ooh,
So
is
we've
there?
had the Wendigo, and now we've got the Woogie.
Yeah, all the W's.
We're making our way backwards through
Yeah,
the
yeah,
alphabet.
yeah.
We haven't had zombies.
No,
We skipped them.
yeah, sad.
So we're now on to Woogies.
Yeah.
I'll just read out a quick synopsis just to refresh everybody's memories. In the wake of an earthquake, a rift opens in the basement of the Halliwell Manor? One of those things. Unleashing an ancient evil that has designs on Phoebe. Meanwhile, Prue has been tasked with throwing an important work dinner at the house, which is sort of bad news. Might include that bit of information.
Yeah.
Which I swear I've written this down, but I apparently can't read even write one of you guys.
No, it's like
So
me.
Prue has to throw an important work dinner at the house,
Yeah.
which Piper will be catering for. But then Phoebe starts to behave strangely. The house starts to literally fall apart around them.
Yeah.
And Piper and Prue begin to fear that their sister Phoebe has been taken over by a dark force.
Dum dum dum. And she looks
So
hot while she's doing it as well.
she does. She gets a very good wardrobe and a very good sort of like glow up makeup
Yeah,
wise. Lots
she
of dark
does.
eyeliner.
Like me, the
Yeah,
black
you're channeling
eyeliner.
Phoebe. Maybe that's
Yeah.
what you're doing. You're flashing between Chelley and like Woogy Chelley
Yeah, maybe.
intermittently. Yeah.
I don't know why it keeps doing it. Unless you kick me off and I join again, but either that or we just go with it.
I'm loving it. It's just bringing a little bit of magic.
It's like every now and again you don't know what Shelley you're gonna get. It's like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's like Ghostbusters or
I
something.
know,
It's like
I
you're.
don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right. Anyway,
we're getting distracted.
Demon of the Week. Let's start with that.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, the demon. So the demon is sort of like a smoky, shadowy presence that has been trapped under the basement floor in the manor. And when the sisters, in the wake of an earthquake, the sisters call a gas man to investigate a strange smell. And he digs around in the crack in the floor.
Excuse me.
In the floor.
Yeah.
And he releases a shadow.
Well, I think he needs a doctor.
Yeah. It's happened to the best of us. We then have a lot of people getting possessed by this shadow, but we're going to just pause on that for a second.
Yeah.
And just talk about the shadow itself first.
Yeah.
So what did you think of this sort of amorphous shadow villain that we have? Very different to anything that we've seen previously on the show. Did you like that it was quite different?
I did like it, and obviously it's the first time or first episode that we've seen where something kind of takes control of the manor, isn't it? I
Yes.
think. And I did like it. I like the fact that the earthquake caused the crack in the floor, and then this thing that's been banished has come out from underneath the darkness, and in a basement as well, which is like a
Yeah.
super creepy place to be banished or held or whatnot. So I
Lots of
liked
shadows
it.
down there already without having a
Yeah, you
supernatural
don't need
shadow
like
floating
any more
around.
shadows. Definitely not.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked it because I liked that it was like ominous and you didn't exactly know what it was, and it could just like choke you, like it can consume you, choke you. It was scary, to be honest. I was scared.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you know me, I like any kind of demon that isn't just some 90s dude in a suit. It's
Yeah.
sort of like the charmed default for a demon is just some guy in a suit. So this for me is like, you know, I feel like the show had periodic bursts of ambition with its demons,
I'm
and
so
we're witnessing it in front of our very eyes right now.
Josh, kick me off and I'll come back on because I
Okay.
can't stop it.
I don't
It's
know
gonna
how to
kick.
kick you off
Oh, I think just like I'm
in
so
the person
sorry.
bit.
Yeah, and then just boot me off
Uh,
and I'll come straight back and hopefully it's fixed.
I'm not sure. I don't think I can. You might just have to leave, and then I'll put you back
Oh,
on.
okay, hang on then.
Yeah. All
Da-da-da.
right.
Oh no, how do I leave? Oh yeah, hang on. I'll be back.
All
Hopefully
right.
not demon like.
See you
1 second.
soon. Okay, now that the demon has left the building, let's get real. No. Oh dear. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of dead air for a second while Chelley tries to depossess herself of a demon. And then we're going to get back on. Oh, okay, I've got a request. Chelley is back, for better or worse. Hello. You're
Hello, I'm
back.
back. I think, and
Hello.
I look normal now.
Are
Sorry about
you
that.
are you glowing?
I don't think I
No.
am. I
Don't
don't think I
move.
am. I'm not going to
No.
touch anything.
Okay. We're all good.
Sorry
Where
about
were
that.
we?
Yeah,
Demon. Okay, so
sorry.
the shadow demon. Yeah. So I think that the people who wrote the show, they had these little bursts of sort of inspiration where they suddenly went, oh, what if we did, like a
Yeah,
shadowy thingy monster instead? And at least this is like different, a little bit creepy.
yeah,
The only thing that slightly spoiled it for me was the voice. I
yeah,
don't know why they keep having to do this like distortion filter on either people, which makes them sound like a dial-up modem. It's this sort of
yeah.
like
It was like a really like,
Phoebe.
you'll fight me at first, but
Yeah.
in the end, you'll do everything I ask.
I just love the first line when Phoebe finds it in the basement and he's like, yes, I exist. I'm going to start doing that every morning. I'm going to wake up and say, I
That's,
exist.
that's such a good idea. Yeah, I'm going to do that to Kev and
Yeah.
see what he says to me. I exist, Kev. You'll do everything I ask.
Yeah. Shirley.
Yeah, imagine if like Kev turned around and like did it back. That would freak me out though.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Freaky Kebby.
Yeah, but I do love with the like the Woogie man, the ghost smoky thingy. That is like goal. His main goal is obviously to turn everyone to the dark side and welcome you
Everyone.
into his world and spread evil. And I kind of like that.
Yeah. I like the idea of that sort of dissemination of evil. It
Mm,
does it very slowly. It's sort of like one person at a time.
yeah,
You do kind of have to go down into the basement for it
yeah.
to happen.
Bit of a flaw
Bit of a
in his
snag.
plan. Yeah,
Yeah. And yeah, so clearly that it is trapped in the house,
yeah.
which kind of limits its powers slightly.
Mm.
But yeah, this is a cool idea. I liked it. I liked it as sort of
Yeah,
like a possession, Charm's take on like a possession story.
yeah. And it's intrigued me enough that I'd like to know like more. So obviously when Grams had banished the Woogie Man to start with, like
Yeah,
I'd like to know more about how that happened, why, like how did he come into the basement in the first place. So it's intrigued me into wanting to know more.
yeah.
And that's
And
always a good sign.
the show does return to the Nexus idea, which we'll
Mm,
come on to the Nexus a bit later, but it does go
yeah.
back to that a couple of times.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
did you like the fact that it's a demon where we by the end of the episode we still have no idea if it has a name.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I mean. I
just a
don't really know
shadow.
what to call it. I'm like Woogie Man, Shadow, Smoke Man. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, you just don't know. And that is in itself, that's scary.
it's cool. Yeah, I
I
like
like
it.
that. Yeah. Do you think you could get away, like when you're writing, like books, can you get away with not naming a monster, do you think? Or do you think that only
Yeah,
works for like TV?
I
You know
don't
what I
know.
mean?
I think you kind of have to end up giving it some kind of name, which
Yeah.
is why they called it kind of the Woogie Man, which is
Yeah.
Phoebe's
Yeah.
child name for the monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to end up giving it something.
Mm.
Even in It by Stephen King, it is
Yeah, that's
Pennywise.
true. Yeah,
Um,
definitely. Yeah. I was
yeah,
thinking about it earlier and I thought, oh, how interesting, like the contrast from TV and books, like not naming it is such quite a bold move,
yeah.
really. You just
I
never
suppose that,
know.
like in the Never-Ending Story, you have the Nothing,
Yeah, so it's
which
just
maybe
like,
it's like a similar feeling to this shadow
yeah,
actually, because it's not really called anything other than nothing, and the
mm,
whole the whole philosophy of that kind of villain in the Never-Ending Story
mm,
is that when a character is sort of saying, "Well, what is it? Like, is it like a darkness? Is it like a cloud?"
yeah,
And And the guy is like, no, that would be something. This is nothing. Like, there's an
Yeah.
absence of anything.
Yeah, that's it. And I guess like even thinking about the TV series Lost where they had like a smoke monster,
Oh
like
yeah,
it was always called the smoke monster. I don't think that was ever given a name either.
right.
So there must, yeah, something really creepy about that, like the darkness and
Yeah.
like
Isn't
yeah.
there a Lovecraft story where it's called The Unnameable? Is it
Oh,
Lovecraft?
yes, I think it is because
Yeah.
they did a
That
film of
awful
that.
film that we
Yeah,
talked about.
yeah,
Yeah.
the one that terrified me as a child. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Which I would
was
love to rewatch because I loved it as a teenager and I've never been able
yeah.
to watch it again.
Think it's on YouTube. I think
Ooh, okay.
somewhere. So yeah, but it
There's
is
two of them, aren't
yeah,
there? There's a sequel as well, which
yeah.
is
I can't
really
believe they
bad.
did a sequel.
The even more unnameable.
The unnameable, unnameable.
Yeah. Yes. Um, Phoebe is the sister who ends up being possessed by the shadow.
Mm,
She has a whole history with the demon where she saw it being banished by Grams, as you mentioned.
yeah.
Phoebe was 5 years old and she sort of caught Grams in the basement trying to trap the
Mm,
demon again. And Phoebe hasn't been in the basement in 18 years. And the shadow claims her first. He says his immortal line, "Your nightmares are true, I exist."
oh.
And then Phoebe is possessed for the rest of the episode. So, what
Yeah.
did you enjoy seeing Alyssa Milano playing this like evil version of Phoebe?
She does, she plays a character, a darker side so well. Like I remember watching, oh, was it Poison Ivy she was in?
Oh yeah,
And she plays like a really dark side character in that. And I think she plays it so well. Really
yeah,
good.
because she
I
doesn't
loved
ham it
her.
up. She doesn't go
No.
really over the top. Like a lot of her scenes, she's actually very still, and she
Yeah.
kind of is almost quite expressionless.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. It doesn't look blank. It
Mm.
just sort of looks like casually, confidently bad.
Yeah, and still like in character really as
Yeah,
well for, you know, for Phoebe in a way, if you think about past episodes when it's like Manny to Phoebe and stuff, she like oozes that sex appeal. So you kind of like
yeah,
go along with it anyway. So you think, oh wow, like she's just turned to the dark side.
yeah.
I thought she played it so good.
Oh yeah, I thought so as well. And I loved the fact that we've had these sort of hints of Phoebe's sort of like wild child past. You know,
Yeah.
she ran off to New York and she worked in a bar and she met
Mm.
Clay, she had this
Oh,
like torrid
Claire.
affair with Clay.
Yeah.
And then you see it before that, you see her befriending Aviva in the Fourth Sister episode,
Oh,
which
yeah,
again
yeah.
draws out her sort of like her wild child side. So it was
Mm,
really fun to see her get to go properly, actually evil rather than just sort
yeah.
of a bit reckless.
Yeah. And also staying evil as well. Like, not even like, I mean, obviously at the end, you know, she fought it a little bit, but just staying evil the whole time doesn't like falter between like normal Phoebe and bad Phoebe. She's just like
Mm,
pure evil. I loved
yes,
it. She was
so
great.
good.
Yeah, she was
I
great.
also I also loved the Dutch angles. I don't know if you've heard of. It's
Oh,
like a
no.
it's quite they used it a lot in the first Thor film. This Dutch, it's called a Dutch angle, which I think is a corruption of the term Deutsch angle. So it was like a
Ah.
German expressionist visual that was quite big at that time, and
Mm.
it's kind of moved into Hollywood. And so the Dutch angle is sort of like the moments when you see Phoebe and the camera is just very slightly tilted.
Oh,
You might not
yeah.
even you might not
Yeah,
even
there's a
sort of
couple of
notice it
times it's just
consciously.
like a bit, yeah. Oh, so that's
Yeah,
like a
it's really
conscious
clever.
decision that they've made to do that. And that
Yeah,
is actually quite clever because it does give you like enough to think there's something strange going on and giving
exactly.
it that evil presence a little bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's clever.
it's really it's like impressive for a show like Charmed, which could be dismissed as like a magical soap opera, and sometimes it
Yeah.
is a magical soap opera, and we love that about it. But I
Yeah.
love that it has this quite sort of like film savvy crew in
Yeah,
behind it
someone's put
who
some thought into it.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And that Dutch angle is used again um, in the first two episodes of season four,
Yeah.
which is obviously like the wake of a main
Oh,
character dying.
yeah.
And the Dutch angle is used throughout the entire episode, which is
Oh,
so clever
wow.
because it's like
Yeah,
it really makes you feel like the characters do, where they're grieving and everything feels back to
yeah,
front and a bit off angle and off
yeah.
center.
Isn't it strange how just that slight bit of change just does so much?
It does. It
And
tells
until
you
you've
so
said it,
much.
I'd never thought of it like that. And I probably will notice it more
It's
now,
very
like in
clever.
films and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah, I
first
like that.
Thor was slightly ripped to shreds by people who were going, did Kenneth Branagh only just discover Dutch angles because he does it in pretty much the entire film? But I personally love it, and I think it's a great
Yeah.
way of giving a sense of like a heightened sense of reality, I think.
Yeah,
So,
I agree on that. Yeah, definitely. I loved it.
did you did you enjoy seeing Phoebe, the character, sort of playing around with having a different power as well?
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
because at first I was like, because I don't remember this episode from back in the day. So at first I thought, oh, okay, is this like, gonna stay? Is it gonna go? But then obviously I quickly realised it was because of the evil. But what a cool power!
I
Like she
know.
could, and especially when like she does put herself down about her power quite a lot, doesn't she? Thinking it's like,
Yeah. The
she
passive
hasn't got
powers.
like, yeah, she hasn't got a good power as such, like a hands-on power. So to have that, that's pretty cool. That is.
I
Imagine what you could
know.
do.
I know.
Possibilities are
Very cool.
endless.
They really are. Like, bring me a Five Guys milkshake.
Oh yeah, so good. But yeah, I
Yeah.
loved that, and I just loved
Yeah.
the way it was done as well. And the CGI didn't even look that bad whilst doing it, I
That's what
thought.
that's what I was gonna say is I felt like Alyssa Milano, more than maybe anybody else who's done this kind of
Mm,
character, this kind of power manifestation role, she sold it so well. Like her poses, I guess the way they did it was they sort of the character would
yeah.
like raise a hand and then they would say stop and then they would put
Mm,
something in their hand and then they would carry on. And she just
yeah.
did it like seamlessly. She had some really tricky angles, like when she was holding the dagger, then it disappears over her shoulder. And
Yeah, it was
she
so
did it so
good
effectively.
because you just couldn't tell. I don't think even on like the high definition on the Blu-ray, I don't think you could tell,
No, you
how
couldn't.
it was done or anything. And I was like, whoa,
Yeah, it was
not
really
like
good.
sometimes when like Piper freezes someone, like when she freezes Andy, I think in the next
He
episode,
shakes
and
a
he's
bit.
wobbling.
Yes. Yeah. But I just feel
No,
like
it
the
was good.
way it sounds so obvious, but I feel like when you have a prop, when an actor has a prop,
Mm,
it's interesting to see the way that they use it. And I felt like Alyssa Milano used those props so effectively. You know,
yeah.
when the machete materializes and she's sort of just like holding it to the side, and
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
when she first gets the baseball bat, it's just like a really cool like jolt when it just naturally comes into her hand. And
yeah.
I just thought she did it really well. I was very
She did
impressed.
do it good. Like you say, like with the baseball bat when it ends up in her
Mm,
hand, it's kind of like you say, the way she's holding it, it's like
yeah,
it's an unexpected thing that's happened. You can tell, but then she puts it straight to use, like she knows
yeah,
what to do with it. So
yeah,
good,
yeah.
so good, good. I love that.
I'm just going to catch up on some comments. Stargazer says both of these episodes were fantastic. That's good,
Mm.
yeah. And they also say the demon sounded like a mix of Candyman, yes,
Oh yeah.
and Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. That's so true.
That is
Yes.
true. Oh
Maybe
yeah,
that's what they were trying to do.
that's what they were going for. They've got to be. That was the vibe.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
totally.
I love that.
Trina says it was a spooky demon this week. Yeah.
Yeah, it was spooky. I mean, I wouldn't like to see that in a basement.
No, I'm glad that I haven't got a basement.
I haven't got a
I wouldn't be going
basement.
down there. Like,
No.
I can barely go in the loft. Uh, Melina says, love the never-ending story comparison. Oh, thank you. And
Yeah.
Stargazer says that we should do the unnameable. I guess that's for the point
Oh
horror
yeah,
film
maybe we
club.
should, you know. We might have
Yeah.
to. I've
I
got
have
to
to
live
figure out which one it fits in with.
I've got to relive my childhood trauma. And yeah.
Yes. It's always good for you. I mean, Phoebe did it. You could do it,
Yeah,
Shelley.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Channel my inner Phoebe.
Yeah. Claire agrees it was well done and well acted. I think that's about Phoebe.
Yeah, she's
And
so good.
they also say that perhaps this is where my fear of basements came from. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's interesting because, like, where does our fear of basements come from? Because we, at my granddad's house when we was younger, because he had, I think I spoke about his house before. He had this big house and it was always cold, and he had a basement and we would never go down there. But
Mm,
where does this fear come from? Like,
yeah.
what? Well, probably my brother, but what?
Yeah.
What? You know, where does it come from?
I think I don't know. I guess it's like an inbuilt aversion to that
Mm,
sort of thing where it's like the
yeah.
door with the steps that go down. No, don't go down
No,
ever.
no,
Definitely
that's
not into
it.
like darkness.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh.
always like that change in air pressure when you go into a basement and it's
Mm.
suddenly like so much colder. And like it's like a bit damp smelling and
Yeah. Oh.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
creepy.
I can still smell the smell of my granddad's basement. That's so weird. Like when you said it, I
Yeah.
could just smell the smell.
That sort of
Oh.
like almost sort of like plant-like dampness that you get in
Yeah.
basements. Yeah, like
Yeah.
wet.
Oh.
Yeah. Speedway Chick says, I found this episode really infuriating. For me, this wasn't the
Oh.
best one. Interesting. Okay.
Mm.
Tell us more.
Yeah, tell us more. I'd love to
Yeah.
hear like other people's opinions.
Yeah. Okay, I have one more point to ask you about in Demon of the Week.
Okie
And I just
doke.
want to know, did you feel bad for the gas man?
No, because,
So just to
well,
remind everyone, the gas man gets called in to do this job. He gets possessed by the shadow. He then lures Phoebe down to the basement and gets possessed. And then he gets arrested because Piper calls the cops on him when he attacks her. And he gets arrested and carted off. And that's the last we
yeah.
see of him.
So the reason why I say no is because even though we're saying like this monster is obviously evil and he's possessing people and giving them evil, that's only evil that's probably already in you that's coming
Ooh,
out.
oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so you think about when he possesses Andy, for example, obviously Andy suppresses the fact that he wants to go, and hit everyone or, do what he does. So he suppresses that being a police officer, but as soon as he gets turned evil, he gets that gun out. He didn't shoot, sorry, he didn't shoot,
No, he didn't.
but
He tried to.
almost,
He really
yeah.
tried to,
So
yeah.
I think that was already there. So that may still have already happened to Piper after. Was it Piper?
Oh,
Yeah, it was Piper,
yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah, so I think that's why I don't feel sorry for him.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
How about you? Did you feel sorry for him?
I I just thought, so he gets arrested, and Andy makes a comment where he says he was a nice guy who coached Little League. Is that what it's called? Like
Oh
baseball.
yeah, Little
He
League,
coached
yeah.
like kids playing baseball. He had no criminal record to speak of. And I just feel
Mm.
like this is basically going to ruin this guy's life.
Well, yeah, but it was deep inside him.
Yeah. Because you kind
Yeah.
of feel like his kind of job means that he's called into houses with vulnerable
Mm.
people in them.
Yeah,
And if
that's
he has this
true.
thing on his record that says, I went into a house and I attacked somebody,
Oh
I don't
yeah.
think he's going to be able to work anymore.
I didn't think of it like that. I was just
So,
like, no one attacks my Piper.
yeah. So I do feel a bit sorry for him. Maybe he would go on like an anger management course,
Yeah.
which obviously he would ace because he's just a nice guy anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe.
my
But he's always going to
only
have that stigma now,
He's always going
always.
to have the Bay
Mm.
Area gas man. Maybe he's going to go on to be like a serial killer. The gas man.
Like they do.
Yeah. The only the only mark that I have against him is the fact that he was called to a house where there was a suspected gas leak, and the first thing that he did was turn on the lights,
Yeah.
which could have just caused an enormous explosion.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
He was probably over it by then because obviously there'd just been an earthquake, so he'd probably been to that many call outs. He was earning the money that
Yes.
day. He
He
was
wants
just
it to
like,
be over.
yeah.
Yeah. If I blow up, I blow up.
Yeah, I'll just take that risk.
Yeah.
And then he gets
Yeah.
possessed by evil smoke
Yeah.
monster.
Which kind of looks like gas.
Yeah, it does. So, you know.
Yeah. Careful what you wish for. Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Dawn
Hi,
says, bless the
Dawn.
gas man.
It's just me. I'm like, no, I don't
Ruin.
feel sorry for him.
Gas him. No, sorry. I didn't mean that.
Oh,
Claire
dear.
says, no, I love this one, so that's nice. Claire also said, poor gas man.
Oh, it's just me then.
Yeah. Trina says, didn't even consider feeling bad for him.
Oh, see, yeah.
Not just you.
Mm.
Melina says there wasn't enough about the gas man to engage with him. Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Speedway Chick says, right, this is Speedway Chick's review.
Oh.
For me, Piper was so annoying in this one, and they kept making
Oh.
so many silly decisions. The obvious
Mm.
one, like, no, don't go down there, but also
Yeah.
they dismiss the possibility of a demon.
That, yeah,
That is
actually, that
true.
is true. They do. They do dismiss that quite early on because of this Woogie Man thing with
Yeah,
Grams. They just
joke.
automatically put it down to that. So they do dismiss the idea of a demon.
They do.
Yeah,
And
that's a
like,
good point.
Phoebe's really quite mean to
Yeah.
them as soon as she's possessed, and they're just a bit like, oh, someone's crabby today. You know, like,
Yeah, they're just like they're used to this with Phoebe now. They're just like,
yeah,
yeah, what's wrong
yeah.
with her now? Oh dear.
Um, Claire agrees. I get what you mean, Speedway Chick. I was like, why
Mm,
couldn't the boogeyman be real? Yeah.
yeah.
Also, Andy's lost his job, right? Speedway Chick. Well, we'll get on to
Oh
Andy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get on to that one.
So let's move on to the mythology because there's like a fair amount in here actually.
Oh, there's so much that happens.
There's a lot to unpack in this episode. We're already
Yeah,
half an hour into our chat
I
and
know.
we've barely scraped the surface. So we'll make the next one shorter.
Yeah.
Okay, so Grams. Grams is one of the big
Mm,
ones. We see a picture of her on the wall. Phoebe
yeah.
straightens the picture, which has been knocked askew by the aftershock of the earthquake. And we see Grams sort of briefly, we see the same flashback twice, basically, of
Yeah.
Grams in the basement casting a spell to keep the Woogieman at bay.
Mm.
And she's been, an actor's been cast, it's Jennifer Rhodes,
Yeah, it's the
who you
first time we
may,
see Grams, right? It's the
yes,
first time. Yeah.
she's been mentioned loads, but we
Yeah.
haven't actually seen her yet. So this is like, we're 15 episodes in. She's been talked
Mm.
about a lot. We finally get like a little teaser for Grams,
Yeah.
but we won't actually get to meet her properly for another 2 episodes.
Mm.
But did you enjoy this little glimpse that we had of her anyway?
Yeah, I really did because I was like, obviously they've teased it so much, and obviously I know kind of what's to come as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you know, Grams is
Grams,
here at
Grams, Grams,
last. Yeah,
Grams,
that's
Grams,
all I can
Grams.
say. Go
G R
Grams, go
A M
Grams.
S.
But yeah, I was really excited, and it's like seeing an old friend, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
that's how it feels. It's Grams.
Yeah, it's Grams. And you really get
Mm.
that. So she has one line in this episode, and it's basically like, go back to bed, Phoebe, or something.
Yeah, something like
Um,
that.
but I just feel like, you know, when you get guest stars on the show, and,
Mm.
you know, the quality is it's a bit hit and miss.
Yeah, yeah,
Jennifer Rhodes gets one line, and in
yeah,
that one line, she gives you sort of like motherly love and protection. She
yeah,
gives you badass witch sort of casting a crazy
yeah,
spell.
she
She gives you
does.
serious glamour in that amazing cape, sort of like the witch
Yeah,
style
looks
cape
so, so
thing.
good.
Great hair, great rings.
Yeah.
She gives you so much with so little time. I
Mm.
just think that it was the
It's
best
such a good
casting.
teaser, isn't it, for what's to come? Because you actually like want more. You're like, oh, I want to see more Grams, and oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I loved it. I just
Yeah,
loved
and
it.
it kind of is clever because it gives it, for a show that was supposed to be sort of like episode of Demon of the Week. They weren't really,
Mm,
the network said to them, we don't really want you to do arcs, we want to keep it very standalone.
mm,
So I think, like, even though they were given that network mandate, I think they were very clever in the way they chose to have these little moments
yeah.
that did help to link the overall arc
Mm,
of the series. Because by the time we actually do meet Grams in two
mm,
episodes' time, we really kind of feel like we know her. We've
yeah.
had so much dialogue about the way that she was like so loving, but also sort of quite
Mm,
strict.
yeah.
And we've had this one moment where she's a badass witch protecting her grandchildren. So
Yeah.
by the time we actually do meet her, you're like, oh, Grams.
Yeah, I know. I totally
Yeah,
agree. And I really agree what you're saying. Like, I do think the showrunners, they did what it said on the tin, for the network, but they
yeah,
planted so many, and like rewatching it back, you realise just how many little seeds that they
yeah,
planted, and obviously got away with it at the time as well, which is just genius.
yeah, they did. I know.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's so clever, so naughty and clever at the same
Very
time.
naughty, but we love that kind of
Yeah, we
naughty.
loved it.
Yeah. Um, Dawn talking about the basement says just the whole concept of the dark, creepy basement and the Woogie
Mm,
Man is deeply creepy.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
definitely.
Karen says about the gas man. If he's guilty because evil was in him, would I be the same as I regularly threaten to use the Avengers movie Infinity Glove to reduce Earth's population to introvert friendly numbers?
Better watch out for that Woogie man.
You know what, Karen? I recently
Yeah.
rewatched Infinity Wars and I kind of agreed with Thanos. I was like, are we supposed to think that he's doing a good thing?
I love
Yeah.
that.
Uh, and Claire says, was this the first demon the powers didn't work on? First time the powers didn't work on a demon? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
possibly. I feel like we've had one before this where it didn't work.
Mm,
But if not, then this is definitely
yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
big ones. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, Trina says that they loved getting to see Grams in this one and loved that
Hmm.
they added to the book.
Oh
Um,
yeah, they added to the book as well for the first time,
yeah,
which
right at
was
the
pretty
end.
cool. Yeah.
Dawn says that she loves Grams so much, and she also says, I wonder if the audience loved Grams' one line so much the producers were like, yeah, let's bring her back.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so as well. But we also find out in this, I don't think we'd heard this before, that this we find out the Halliwell house was where Phoebe was born as well.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we knew that before,
No,
right?
no, we
Yeah.
didn't. And I love that because it does make
Yeah.
her kind of special. You
Mm,
know, Prue is the eldest, so she's sort of like the special, that
yeah.
she's the firstborn. Then Piper is like the lovely one that everyone adores. So then Phoebe gets this, which is like, I was born in this
Yeah.
house, I grew up in this house. It kind of
Yeah.
is actually my house, guys, you know?
Yeah, and I love that as well. I love that that came out, and I do love how they keep adding to the mythology as it goes along, expanding it so much.
Yeah,
Because when that was mentioned, I was like, I'm sure that's not been mentioned before. I need to
no,
ask Josh.
no, it hasn't at all. Yeah, it's the first time.
Mm,
We also, so through the research of a Berkeley professor, we
mm,
discovered that the original house that was built on that same plot of land was
yeah,
apparently a masterpiece. Which, I mean, the one they've got now is pretty darn
yeah.
nice.
It's like prove it, prove it
Yeah,
was prove it was a
what was it?
masterpiece. Yeah,
Yeah,
show us the evidence.
yeah. That house, apparently it was a masterpiece, but it had to be completely rebuilt in 1906 because it was destroyed by an earthquake.
Mm,
It's San Francisco. These things
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
But apparently it was built on a spiritual nexus, which is the point when it's a geographical point which is equidistant to the five spiritual elements, which basically
Mm,
sort of like concentrate this power into this one single spot.
mm.
Um, so it kind of made the house even more of a character in the show,
Yeah,
I thought.
yeah. I thought the same. I was like, how can you make a house more of a character? Yeah, put it in the middle of a nexus,
Yeah,
and the way that they worked that out on the map as well, I thought was pretty cool.
love it.
Twin Peaks getting a
Yeah, it
mention as
did.
well,
Yeah,
which I thought, because obviously they mentioned that Twin Peaks is the forest, but in Twin Peaks they use quite a lot of trees and stuff, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
I love this.
In joke.
Yeah, but I love the idea of the house being in the middle of it all as
Yeah,
well, and that just makes it special. It makes it its own character, and you all, in a kind of way, it makes you a bit fearful for what could happen to the house. Like you actually care at this point about the house, which is
yeah.
quite amazing, really.
That's so true, because when it
That they've
starts to
managed
sort
to
of
do
fall
that.
apart, or the wallpaper comes
Yeah.
down, the electricity is going haywire, the glass is all shattering
Plumbing's coming
everywhere.
up. Yeah, right.
Yeah, all your
Yeah.
stuff coming out the sink. It
Yeah.
is a bit like, no, this beautiful house, you're ruining it.
Yeah. You do
Yeah,
actually, they've done such a good job in you making you care about this house like
yeah.
so
I
much.
mean, it is such a gorgeous house that you
Yeah, it is a
would hate to
gorgeous
see it
house.
be
Yeah.
destroyed, yeah. And I kind of think it does make a lot of sense for the
Mm,
Halliwells to have chosen to live in that particular spot, because they know that it not only makes them more powerful, it also protects them.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
cool.
liked it. But then it made me wonder as well, like, who else or what else could be in the middle of this nexus that, is going to cause issues or cause
Yeah,
threats or maybe friendship or, what else is in this middle?
yeah,
It's opened up so many possibilities doing that.
yeah, exactly.
Very clever writing.
They actually do over the course of the show. They do a surprising amount with with the house. Like they
Yeah.
kind of add bits on. They change rooms around.
Mm,
They well, I don't want to spoil it. They do some really really cool stuff with the house. That is like,
yeah.
yeah, they're really thinking about this.
Yeah. The only thing that they didn't do was they had all these plumbing issues, electrical faults. Bring Leo back to fix them.
Yeah, that's true.
Ding dong.
Yeah, wave his magical ding dong
Yeah.
over the house.
But that's what he needed, you see. He just needed a bit of Leo ding dong.
Oh my God, I just remember there's that song in the Eurovision film, Ya Ya Ding Dong.
Oh, yeah.
Play Ya Ya Ding Dong, play Ya Ya Ding Dong.
That's just us. Bring us ya ding dong.
Oh, we'll have to lip sync to that next show.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Speedway Chick says that they loved learning about the history of the house.
Yeah.
Melina said,
That
love
was
how the
pretty cool.
house has a character and backstory all of its own.
Yeah.
Oh, Claire has a fun theory. I wonder if the original house was owned by evil and the witches destroyed it when they overcame evil and built the Halliwell house on it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Because then that would give like a backstory to the Woogy man as well, being underneath
Yeah,
the foundations. That would be pretty cool. That
that's
would.
so cool. I swear
Yeah.
there is one of the spin-off books is about the house.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
I
have to
think,
find that
yeah,
one.
I mean, I've got a very distant memory of reading them, but I swear they do
Hmm.
something with that in the books at some point.
Oh, I'll have to try and
Yeah,
find it because I've started collecting them. Oh, it's
yeah,
a slippery slope, but a good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stargazer says that wallpaper should have stayed down. Oh, I liked that wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
But
It's
like
kind of like country house.
in an earthquake, would the wallpaper come off like that though?
No, it wasn't the earthquake though, was it? It was like
Oh,
the
wasn't
evil
it?
taking over the house.
Oh, that was the earthquake.
I don't think an earthquake would bring.
Because it did confuse me at the end. I didn't put that together. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that was an interesting choice.
No. Yeah. Because Phoebe walks through the house and she runs her hand over
She
the wall,
does, yeah,
and the
of course
wallpaper
she
comes
does.
down.
I just didn't click that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like she's committing evil crimes against interior design through the evil shadow.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
just like, that was one strong earthquake.
Yeah. Yeah. So just a couple more things in the mythology. I noticed, I mean, this isn't really mythology, but I just noted it, was that when Phoebe gets possessed by evil, Kit just like legs it out the front door, the cat. And
Yeah.
then, do we see the cat come back? I don't feel like we do.
No, I don't think we
It's a bit
do.
worrying.
Yeah. I mean, I would go after the cat. I wouldn't have just left it. I
Yeah,
wouldn't sleep.
I know.
Like, yeah. Yeah, didn't come back
Yeah.
at all.
Especially
No.
after it got pinched by Aviva earlier this season. You think they'd
Yeah.
be very, you know, on it with the cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
I agree.
Um, then there's Prue's line, which I don't know if I feel like this is the first time this is mentioned, that when Phoebe gets this new power, which is tied to being evil, but the sisters don't know this yet, Phoebe sort of says, "Oh, my powers have grown," kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Prue says, "No, our powers are supposed to progress, not grow at random," which isn't. I don't think that's something that
I
we've
I
heard
don't think
before.
we've heard that before. Because my
Yeah,
first thought when she said that was Shannon Doherty's way, like you've said before, of trying to progress her powers so she didn't have
yeah,
to do the squinty eyes.
yeah.
So she was like, "We've got to have to put a line in. This is the perfect opportunity.
I want to use my
I want
hands.
to use the hands."
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, I don't think we'd heard that before.
No,
So
okay, cool, nice, yeah.
yeah,
But the show fluffs that up because then when Phoebe's powers do progress, she
yeah.
randomly can levitate,
They
which
do grow at
is
random, yeah,
completely
later on
stupid.
down the
Yeah.
line.
Um, and then one other thing that I noticed was that when Piper freezes Phoebe and Prue says, "Oh, this isn't good because our powers don't work on good witches." I feel like they don't. I feel like they retcon that later on because
Uh,
they definitely do
yeah,
freeze other witches throughout the show.
yeah.
Good
Because
ones.
I think, wasn't it that, oh, yeah, so they can freeze bad witches, but they can't freeze
Mm,
good witches. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So they must change that later down the line then. I'm
Because I
thinking
think
the
in
same
even
thing as you.
in season two, quite early on, they
Mm,
have a witch that they have to sort of like house sit, and she's really irritating, so they keep freezing her.
yeah,
But she is a good witch,
yeah.
so
It'd be
there we
interesting
go.
to rewatch that to see how they get around that, or if it just doesn't get mentioned.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
there's like a throwaway line somewhere.
Yeah, it's like she's a good witch, but she's not very good.
Yeah, she's a good witch, but she's irritating. So let's freeze.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Melina says, "No concern for the cat." Yeah,
No, I would be straight out the
yeah.
door. Come back.
Speedway Chick says, "Yes, even the cat was trying to tell them, I guess, that Phoebe was evil.
Yeah.
Would have been good to see it come back." I know they could have just had Phoebe holding the cat at the end of the episode,
Yeah, just a little something so we
just to
know
show us
Kit's safe.
it's all good. Yeah. Melina
No,
says,
I
"Always
agree.
listen to the cat."
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
My cat keeps meowing for food. I can
oh
hear
no,
her.
you can wait. You can wait, little kitty.
Oh,
Um, Dawn says the levitation was so odd. Yeah, it wasn't my
yeah,
favourite. And it was so
yeah,
expensive for them to do that they kind of just gave up on it after a while.
yeah.
Um, yeah, Dawn says there are so many contradictions in the show. Yeah, when they fluff it up, they kind of fluff it up quite spectacularly.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
did by saying fluff it up. I fluffed up saying fluff it up.
You like a, oh no, no,
What are you going to say?
no. I was gonna say, no, I can't say that. I was gonna say you like a bit of fluffing, and then I thought, no, I can't say
Chelley, you can fluff me at any time.
yes, I've succeeded in life.
We can fluff each other. We are
Oh
talking about
no.
fluffing, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, fine,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Let's move on
Sorry, John.
to
Oh, my mind. Oh, don't
let's move
worry.
on to the sister bond and work it. We can combine them because they're kind of
Yeah. Tying them
smaller.
together.
Yeah, cool. There's some fun teasing between the sisters in this episode. So we mentioned
Yeah.
before that Phoebe hasn't been in the basement for 18 years, and so Prue and Piper are teasing her about this. We also get to see how they all react to earthquakes.
Yeah.
So Prue obviously loves earthquakes because she just is all about the drama, all about sort
Yeah.
of being gung-ho and chaos. And while Phoebe runs through the house naked, according to Prue, screaming earthquake.
Yeah.
But Phoebe says she wasn't naked, she was wearing slippers.
Which is valid.
Yeah,
That's a valid point.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I want to know, like, how would you react in an earthquake?
Oh gosh, I would be no use to anybody. I would probably cry. Um, yeah, no, the thing is, it's like we were saying this the other week. You go into fight or flight, don't you? So I think
Yeah,
maybe I would initially panic and then maybe go into that fight or flight mode and just be very militant and be like, right,
yeah,
we need to do this and that. But saying that, now I think about it, I know this isn't the same thing, but when me and Kevin got stuck in a lift and I had a full on panic attack. So like,
no,
I just didn't, and Kevin's like, think logically, think. And I'm like,
yeah.
so yeah, I'm not sure. It's 50-50. It could go either way.
Okay. Does
Yeah.
it
How about
depend?
you?
Does it depend if your partner is there with you or if they're not?
Yeah, if I'm on my own,
You'd
yeah,
be fine.
no. No, if
Oh,
I'm
you'd
on
be
my own,
awful.
I'd be awful.
Uh,
Like, if someone's with me, I'd probably be better because I'd just follow their lead.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, how about you? Would you be? I think you'd be quite like calm and like know what to
Yeah.
do. In like, I want to be with you
Oh,
when that happens
thanks.
because I feel like you
That's
could
very sweet.
lead me through what needed to happen.
Yeah. I think I probably would be like externally calm because that generally is how I
Mm,
am anyway. Like
yeah,
normally I'm quite externally calm and internally I'm just completely freaking out.
yeah.
So yeah, I think I'd
But
worry about the
that's what you
cat.
need sometimes in that situation. Someone who's externally calm, who
Exactly.
can deal with the person who's really not calm.
Yes. Now calm down.
Yeah,
Now calm down.
that's it.
Now be
That's what I
calm.
need.
Calm down, Chelley.
Yeah, that's what I need. Oh, but yeah,
Yeah.
cats as well,
I'd
definitely,
worry
like you
about
were
the
saying.
cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawn says that in an earthquake, she'd be running through the house naked instead of screaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stargazer. Now, Stargazer's in America, aren't you? So you don't get a chance to
Yeah.
act, really. I think you are in California, right? We've had a couple of little earthquakes here, and it's always over before I know what happened. Then the freak outs start.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
interesting. I
That's
think I
true.
have felt one before when I was in California, and it was just like,
Oh.
oh, it's done. You know?
Mm. We
Yeah.
did have one in Birmingham. Want to say maybe the early 2000s. I think it
Yeah.
happened in, I'm going
Oh,
to
I think
say
we had one in
Dudley
the middle of the night
somewhere.
one time.
Yeah, and it was in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And I was living on my own at the time as well, and it did wake me up, but it was over because we just got like I wasn't too close to where it was, so we just got like the after effects of it. But you did feel it move,
Yeah.
but then I went back to sleep, so it couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah. I do. Yeah, I remember that happening. I remember my dad saying the next morning, "Did you feel that earthquake?" And I was like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
did. Yeah, I felt something shaking last
yeah.
night. The bed
If
was
the beds
rocking."
are rocking, don't come a knocking.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. So
Um,
yeah, we have had one over here, but just a little one.
yeah, very, very rare.
Hmm.
So Prue is stressed because she's hosting her boss and this dinner party at the house, which the professor they specifically requested this VIP dinner at Prue's house.
Yeah.
How do you think that how did she find out Prue's address?
Oh yeah. Well,
How does
maybe
she know where
through.
Prue lives?
Oh yeah. So before. Yeah, she must have done some stalking, and this is pre-internet.
Yeah,
So, well, there was internet, but probably not to stalker level, wasn't there? Like basic dial-up.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Unless Claire, perhaps because when Claire, the boss, was talking to her, maybe she says, "Oh, I recognise that house," and then it just
Right,
escalated from
maybe,
there.
yeah.
Maybe
Because
Claire.
it felt like they were setting the professor up to be a baddie.
Yeah, it did.
Because she was
Yeah.
very odd.
Yeah.
She's very
She was a
strange.
bit strange.
She was strange, but even before she got possessed or crazy. So
I'd
I
have
found
liked to
that
see
very odd.
more of her possessed and crazy though. We didn't see enough of that.
I know.
She just
This
whisked off.
That's my main issue with this episode, which
Mm,
was always one of my all-time favourites.
mm,
But I felt like this could have been a two-parter
yeah,
because the
a little bit more.
ramifications of the possessions were quite big, and you didn't
Mm,
really get to see much of it. You only saw Andy get his gun out,
yeah,
and I guess the gas man attacks Piper, but you don't really get to see everybody else going crazy.
no. Which and the neighbour who's like throwing the
Oh
dustbin.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
but you don't
Yeah,
really know. There's more people
yeah,
than that around. I want
yeah,
to see a bit
exactly.
more chaos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, are you enjoying Claire as a boss who is sort of like human, but she's still like such a pain in Prue's bum?
I am because I feel like it's up the ante. Like it's she's making Prue work,
Yeah,
isn't she? And yeah, I kind of like her. And I just
yeah,
and I love her as an actress anyway. So I think it was just a
yeah.
good addition to the cast. But yeah, no,
And she's
she's
kind of
making.
like, you imagine that's what Prue could be like
Yeah, that's
in
it.
20 years' time. And
Yeah,
maybe if she didn't have her sisters there kind of holding her accountable, she would
yeah.
become Claire.
And also as well, you really feel like Claire like cares about the auction house. She wants it to do well,
Yeah,
which is kind of nice actually.
yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
she's a
she
good
cares.
contrast with Prue. Like they do work quite well together, even though Claire's like, you need to cook the, you need to have him this client around your house and cook them a meal. And
Yes,
I'll be like, whoa,
yeah. I was
yeah,
also really confused about the guest list
yeah.
because she gave her a list of guests at the beginning, but it was
And
like
then only,
it was
yeah,
only the professor and then the guy who will come to it in a bit, and then there were maybe like two or three other people who were very much in the background,
yeah.
and you see them leave the house, but that's it. It was really
Yeah, it
weird.
was very random. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think it was just a way, wasn't it? I think the writers thought, how can we set this in the house? What can we do? And
yeah,
it was just a tick box, just to try and get the
exactly.
characters there, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, which is fair
Yeah,
enough, but it just
yeah,
needed a little bit more like.
yeah, yeah. I agree on that.
Did you have anything specific about the sister bond that you sort of really liked or wanted to talk about?
I just put that I liked that. Obviously, this is the second episode where one of the sisters has turned evil because obviously we had the Wendigo where
Yeah,
Piper turned into the creature. So I kind of like that now we've got the sister bond was there, very similar to how it was in the Wendigo,
yeah,
and that contrast. So I kind of liked that. But yeah, I love the sisters when they're like taking the mick out of each other, and you
hmm,
really feel at this point now, so we're over halfway in series one, you just feel how bonded they are as actors. I think
yeah,
we said this
exactly.
before. Like if you go back to episode one or two now, I think the bond between them as actors is stronger this far down the line. So
Completely.
you can just see that grow, and oh, it's magical. I
It
just love it.
is. It's
I just love
lovely.
it.
It
Yeah,
is magical, and I love that the solution is that Piper and Prue kind of appeal to Phoebe's
yeah,
goodness because they've figured out that she kind of got possessed because she has this inclination
mm,
to go either way, good or bad, based on the fact that she was
yeah,
born in the house. So I like that
yeah,
they kind of relied on their bond
yeah.
they trusted their bond would be strong enough
That's
for
true.
Phoebe to kind of emerge for long enough to say this magical spell
Yeah.
thing.
And
But
if this episode had happened at the beginning, I don't think they would have believed Phoebe. I think they would have just
yeah,
thought this was Phoebe because they didn't
true.
have that bond there at that time.
That's
So I
so
think it
true.
does show how far they've come, even from the Wendigo episode, just how
Yeah,
far they've even come still from that. And it's
yeah,
just great to see. It's brilliant
yeah.
TV, and
Do
they
you
just did
think
such a
that
good job.
do you think that Grams didn't put it in the books? The Woogie isn't in the book, the Shadow isn't in the book.
Mm,
There are later like way later episodes where you
Yeah.
find out the Nexus actually is in the book, but it's kind of hidden away in there.
Mm.
So do you think that Grams didn't put the shadow and all the Woogie stuff in the book as sort of like a bit of a test, maybe, to see, or did she
Mm.
just not think that it had any possibility of breaking out again, even though the earthquakes are quite common in San Francisco?
Yeah, I wondered whether it was a bit by not acknowledging it in the book, then maybe it might not come back, or maybe she thought she had banished it completely at
Yeah,
that point, because we don't know fully. We know it goes back under, so maybe she just thought, no, it's banished completely. It's not going to come back, so I don't need to bother writing it. Or maybe she
yeah.
was just tired that night, and she was like,
Yes.
I ain't got time for a diary entry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm too
Grams
tired.
needs to lie down and a nice gin and tonic.
Yeah, so maybe that, but
Yeah.
yeah. No, I think maybe she just thought it was like a one-off thing, gone. She'd banished it and she'd done it, so she didn't need to write it in the book.
Yeah. So it
Maybe.
kind of tells us a lot about Grams if she decided not to talk about it because
Mm,
she felt that she was powerful enough that it would never be an issue ever
yeah.
again.
Or maybe it's like, you know what they say, like, so the when you think about the boogeyman when you're younger and stuff, if you don't believe it, it's not there, it's not real. So
Yeah.
maybe by writing it down, it was going to make it more real, whereas, she was trying to keep it just in like a figment of Phoebe's
Yeah,
imagination.
exactly.
Maybe something like that.
I like that one. I like the way you think,
Yeah,
Chelley.
yeah. Just
Yeah, we'll
thought of
go with
that
that
now.
one.
Oh, I'm getting
I'm going to put a
cleverer.
stamp on it. That's canon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelley said
Um,
it.
Trina says, I would never host a work party in my house. That's crossing boundaries, and I see them all enough in work hours.
Yeah, that's it.
Completely agree. It'd be so weird. Claire says, plus it was meant to be 5+1, but it was only Claire the professor and
Yeah.
+1. What happened to the rest? They were, I think they were there, because like when Prue says she's going to have to cut the night short, you do see a couple of people leaving behind
Mm,
Claire. So I think they kind of did shove some people in there, but
yeah.
it was very odd. And like if
Yeah.
you look online, people think that that was actually a goof and it was actually like some stage
Ah.
technicians. But
Ah.
I don't think that's true.
Oh yeah, because wasn't there some when they're by the door holding the door, something like that, wasn't it? I saw something online and I thought, oh, I didn't notice, so I didn't
Yeah.
even notice them. So yeah.
Dawn agrees with you, Shelley. Dawn says maybe Grams didn't put it
Mm.
in the book because mention of it would spark fear, which would make it strong again.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Ashley says they have major shelf envy. Never seen Charmed, may give it a go. Yeah.
Oh
Well, if you do,
yeah, give it a
come chat with
go.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Claire says, but they drilled the story into them, so it seems crazy not to write it down just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's a hard
Okay.
one.
Speedway Chick says, I liked the +1 character, so let's jump onto Love is Pain.
Yes, love is
Love
pain.
is Pain.
Then we had, can I say his name?
Go on then.
Sexy wine guy, Josh.
Good old Josh. You
Good
can always
old
trust a guy
Josh.
called Josh, can't you?
Oh dear, you can just
Yeah.
rely on a Josh to nick your
Salt of the
wine.
earth.
Not
Yeah.
not let you have the bottle, then just turn up.
Yeah. Also, it's got a great body, as Piper says.
That's it. Vintage.
Yes. I think I'm more on the vintage side of Josh than
Oh
the
dear.
fresh crop. So Piper is trying to buy some wine for the dinner. She argues with this guy who also wants the same bottle of wine. He's been going all around town trying to find this bottle of wine. And Piper realizes she freezes him because she's going to steal it
Yeah.
from him.
She
Not from the
thinks
shop,
about
just
it.
from him. Yeah.
Yeah, from him.
And she realizes she can't do that because it's personal gain. So she goes off
Yeah.
in a huff. And then the guy turns up as a guest at the manor as a +1 of the professors. And he's called Josh.
Yeah. And he's hot.
He was cute, and actually, it makes
Yeah.
such a difference when they cast someone who can actually act. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, and he could act.
he
Yeah,
was a good actor. I liked him. He had
yeah,
personality.
yeah. I liked him as well, and
Yeah.
I do love seeing Piper flirt.
Yes,
I do
because
love that.
it's always just a bit sort of like, oh,
Yeah,
a bit haphazard.
yeah. I
Yeah,
do love it. I just think when she gets like, I'll say love interest, but I know, like, obviously,
yeah.
but
Flirt interest.
yeah, flirt interest. Like when she gets a flirt interest, like it really brings out Holly Marie Combs like
Yeah,
goofy side just generally, and I loved it.
yeah,
Oh, I
so
loved
good.
it. Yeah, it was so
Yeah.
good.
Claire says I liked him too, and the flirting with him and Piper.
Yeah,
Speedway Chick says such a solid name, Josh.
yeah,
I can't
solid.
disagree. I can't.
Yeah.
Trina says I laughed when Phoebe called Andy out and was flirting with him at the door, and he was
Oh
just like,
yeah.
"Okay, let me pass."
Yeah, that bit with Andy, he was just like, "Oh, we've been," because she has tried to flirt with Andy before, I think, in one of the other
Yeah,
episodes. So I think he's just over it now, and he's just
yeah.
like, "Yeah,
Stop it, Phoebe.
blooming Phoebe."
But as much as we liked Josh,
Mm.
would you want him to be in another episode?
I wouldn't say no
Yeah,
because I think we've got to go somewhere before Leo. So yeah, I
yeah,
wouldn't say no. And as you say, he could act.
yeah,
So yeah, I'd say
yeah.
yeah.
I would have liked to have seen him again.
Yeah, yeah, I would
Definitely.
have. And
Yeah.
more, seeing more of him. I was going to say, but
Oh
I meant
yeah.
more of him in the show. And he's whining.
I'm just going to leave that one alone,
Yeah,
Chelley. Yeah.
please do.
Frankly, we've had enough. No.
Oh dear.
No.
but but I love how by the end as well, he's kind of got a little mini promotion because of
Oh
Phoebe.
yeah.
Because he's obviously covering, well, he's got more work, I guess, but he's obviously covering the professor's classes until she can face the board for her behaviour,
Yeah.
which I thought was so funny.
Good for you, Josh. You've
Yeah,
worked it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, work it.
Yeah, working it.
Yeah. And talking about working it just really
Oh
quick,
yeah.
we have to mention Andy's suspension for 2 weeks. He got suspended for
Oh
2 weeks
yeah. He
for
did.
pulling his gun out. It's not a euphemism.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, as it should be.
Yeah,
Because like from
definitely.
Morris's perspective, Andy just stormed across the lawn and got his gun out and
Yeah,
pointed it at some guy.
yeah, exactly.
That's
And
not
then,
okay.
but I liked what that said. That said Morris tells the truth as well, and I liked
Yeah.
that.
We
Yeah,
like Morris.
yeah, I love Morris.
True heart.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, sign of the times. Did you
Yeah.
spot any of this episode?
I didn't spot any other than the
No.
fashion, obviously, with Phoebe's clothes as always. Phoebe always seems to be the one that emulates, sign of the times for me with
Yeah.
her clothing. How about
Good.
you?
I spotted one, and it was
Oh,
right at the start of the episode.
oh, okay.
It's when Phoebe has used a fake name in order to get some free
Oh, the
CDs.
CDs, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you remember when they used to
yeah.
have those schemes where you would just get sent free stuff, but you kind of have to
Yeah.
subscribe?
Yes.
It
And
was
to be
very
honest,
dodge.
when that came up, I was like, it was one of them memories where I thought, did that used to happen? Or did
Yeah.
I imagine it? When you're thinking. So I'm glad that you
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to get
Real
loads of
thing.
free stuff.
What names did you use though?
Oh, you don't want to
No.
know. Oh dear. But yeah, and I loved her name that she used. Was it Chandelier or something like that?
Yes.
So good.
Excellent.
I
Excellent
love
drag
that.
queen name.
Yeah, that
I
is
feel like
good.
Phoebe's met a drag queen or two.
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
Yeah,
100%. Definitely.
absolutely. Let's move on to charming dialogue.
Yeah.
Do you want to throw your best ones at me?
So I've got obviously the classic one, Phoebe saying, "Earthquakes give me the jeebies," and Prue said, "Would that be the Phoebe jeebies?" Love
Yeah,
it.
love it.
And then I've got the one we used for our little lip sync. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out because it was funny. But where Phoebe goes, "Welcome to Halliwell Manor. My name's Phoebe. I'll be your cruise director this evening."
Yes.
Which isn't that a take on Love Boat?
Yeah.
Which wasn't Aaron Spelling involved with Love Boat? So I think he was.
Yeah.
Don't quote me
There's a
on that.
little sort of like tip
I
of
thought
the
it was a
hat.
little nod to
Yeah,
that.
totally.
How about you? What
Yeah.
did you get any?
I have Piper saying, try cooking a feast when your own kitchen is attacking you.
Oh yes.
And then also she's like, sabotage, I'm being sabotaged.
She was so dramatic, but
This
true, but
great
dramatic in
flower
this
all over her
episode.
face.
Oh yeah. We've all
Yeah.
been there. Bless
And
her.
I've got two Phoebe quotes from when she was evil.
Oh yeah. Go on then.
Phoebe says, Prue's just pissy because this time she didn't get to play Wonder Woman. I'm not here to soothe your ego.
Ooh, ouch.
Phoebe.
Mm.
And then my second evil Phoebe quote is when she's up in the attic with Prue just with Prue, and she magics up that amazing machete
Oh
thing,
yeah.
and she says, "Any fantasies about how you want to die?"
Oh, such a good line.
So
And Alyssa
good.
Milano just loves those darker roles and darker lines. You can just
Hmm.
tell,
I feel
definitely.
like whenever one of the sisters goes evil, they're just so much better at being evil than any of
Yeah.
the actors that they hire in to do it on the show for
Yeah,
like the
it's so
episode.
true.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Who's your sister of the week?
Oh, see, automatically, I want to say obviously Phoebe, but I'm going to go with Piper
Oh,
because of how. Yes, okay, she might have been a bit annoying, but she had to cook a meal at home for like guests who really weren't that bothered. Everything was going wrong. That's like her worst nightmare.
yeah.
Is everything going wrong like that? She
Uh-huh.
was stressed. She had a bit of a flirt in between. Like I think Piper should deserve, Sister of
Yeah.
the Week just for that because she went through a lot. I know Phoebe went through a lot, but at least yeah. Let's go with
Yeah.
Piper.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
yeah,
I could definitely see a world in which Piper was Sister of the Week for me
yeah,
as well, because
yeah,
she is hilarious.
yeah. She's
Um,
good.
I
Brings
think
out a
that
comedy.
yeah, the fact that Alyssa Milano was doing the sort of dramatic evil stuff
Mm,
this episode meant that Piper could be the funny one this time. So
yeah,
it kind of like
yeah,
it always balances out, doesn't it?
yeah. I agree.
And she is just like so funny, which I
Mm,
love because
cheers.
Piper was Holly Marie Coombs was hired as like the dramatic actor because she was from
Yeah.
like Picket Fences, and she was known
Mm.
as like the great dramatic young
Oh
actor at the
wow.
time. So then to see that she can be really funny as well is like,
Mm.
wow, what can't she do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Multi-talented. How
but
about for
but
you,
Phoebe is my sister
Phoebe?
of the week. Just
Yeah,
because Alyssa
yeah.
is having such a ball playing evil, she's so
Oh,
good at
so
it.
good.
She doesn't ham it up. She's just having a good time.
Mm.
She looks great with that smoky eyeliner.
Oh
She has
yeah,
like
she looks
silk
good.
trousers on.
Yeah, that was a thing in the late
Yeah,
90s, wasn't it?
very cool.
Yeah, was
So
good.
Phoebe for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And how many brooms out of 5 are you going to give this one?
I was toying between. I give it 4 brooms.
Okay.
4, yeah,
Yeah.
because I think it was a good solid entry. Like I had fun with it. But if I look at like what I've rated some of the others, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't quite beat like my 4.5s.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
about
I
you?
feel it's really interesting because I went into this episode fully expecting to give it a 5 because it's always been one of my
Oh,
all-time
wow.
favorites.
Yeah.
I just love so much about it. But I think this time watching it, I still did love a lot of the stuff that I loved, but it just felt like it was too compressed, it was too short
It
for what
did
the
need to
story
be
could have
longer.
been.
Yeah.
Um, there's some lovely bits in it. Like I love the moment at the very beginning of the episode. It's that moment of quiet in the house when you're just
Mm,
sort of like in the house yourself.
Yeah.
as the aftershock suddenly happens, and you feel like you're just
Feel like
someone in
you're
the
there.
house.
Yeah.
It's so
It is
cool. I loved
clever.
it. But I do love that this is an episode that is set almost entirely in the house. So it
Mm.
has that similar to that episode of Friends where it's the one where no one's ready, where it's
Oh,
fully in Monica's
yes.
flat.
Yeah.
Um, and even though they do go off to a few locations around,
Mm.
I guess it's LA, they're good locations. You
Yeah.
know, it's not just
Yeah.
on, it's not a set kind of thing.
No. Yeah.
So
But the
for
house
me,
house is focal
yeah,
point. Yeah.
exactly.
Mm.
So for me, it's actually a four,
Ah, we did the
4 brooms out of
same.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wish I could have given it 5, but it just didn't
Mm.
quite get over the.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
have to say though, I I was toying with like a 3.5, but Alyssa Milano just sold it and just
yeah,
pushed it up. So if it
yeah,
wasn't for her, I think it would have been a bit lower for me, but she just sold it completely. I
yeah.
just thought she was brilliant.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
So Trina says that Phoebe was her sister of the week
Yeah.
because she overcame demon influence to help her sisters in the end.
Yeah.
Melina gave the episode 3.5 brooms.
Mm.
Trina gave it 4. I remembered it and the demon was spooky.
Mm.
Matthew gave it 4.5 brooms. Speedway Chick gave it 2 brooms, rounded up. Yikes.
Wow.
Dawn gave it 3.5 to 4 brooms out of
Mm.
5. So
Yeah. Well,
interesting. Yeah, funny.
yeah, the only
It's a
one I've
real
given
divisive one,
2
apparently.
brooms to, I think, was the Wedding from Hell one. So
Yeah, that was bad.
nothing's been quite that bad for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Ah, well, that was Is There a
I
Woogie in
know.
the House? We've talked about that one a lot.
Oh, we
There
have.
was a lot to talk about.
There was a lot to talk about in that one
Yeah,
with all the history and everything. Definitely.
exactly.
Yeah.
So let's move quickly on to season 1, episode 16. Which Prue is it anyway?
Which one?
I want to say it in a really
Ooh.
bad Australian accent. Which Prue is it anyway?
You do that so good. I'm not even going to attempt that.
Kind of
It would
weird that
still
we've
sound brummy.
Brummy by Melbourne.
Yeah.
Kind of funny that we've had 2 back-to-back episodes that are both question titles.
Yeah, that's true.
A coinkydink?
Because we're a coinkydink, but also, as we say every chat, we pair these episodes up together
We
so
do.
well, Josh.
Shelley, we know what we're
What can
doing.
I say? Professionals.
Yeah, we are professional charmed fans.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Okay, an ancient warlord sets his sights on Prue, believing that the soul of a firstborn witch will help him regain his powers. When Prue casts a spell to triple her strength, she actually creates 2 clone Prues who cause chaos in her personal and professional lives. Can you try and
Yeah.
2 clone
Two
Prues
clone
creates
Prues.
2 clone Prues who cause chaos?
It's a tongue
I
twister.
wrote this myself, I stitched myself up. Meanwhile, Piper is saddled with running inventory at Quake. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And Phoebe has taken it upon herself to learn martial arts.
Yeah. Yeah. I love
Yeah,
that.
we'll get to that, don't you worry. Okay, we'll start with Demon of the Week. So Gabriel is a Lord of War. He's a
Yeah.
supernatural warrior that has been around since time began. The Lords of War basically just live to start a war. Once they're done with one war, they get reincarnated and start another war somewhere else. So Gabriel is flesh and blood, but the sword that he has is like very sort of theatre prop plastic
Yeah.
sword.
It looked a bit like He-Man's sword, I thought.
It did. I
Yeah.
personally loved that sword.
Yeah.
This one in Charmed, but it does look quite
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah, it does look a bit fake.
But so he has this sword that makes him immune to the weapons of man, which is a very Lord of the Rings thing. And I was kind of
Yeah.
expecting them to do maybe a bit of like a feminist twist on that, where, you know, in Lord of the Rings, when she's like, I'm not a man, I'm a woman.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. They did something
No.
else. So, yeah, as we mentioned, one of the things that he has to steal back is the magic of a firstborn witch, and in this instance, that means Prue. So,
Mm,
we're back to a dude in a suit as the villain.
yeah.
And this guy also has a super impressive silver mullet.
Yeah. Do
Very
you know?
Jean-Claude Van Damme-esque.
Yeah, I have to say, I was kind of into him a little bit. Like, I know I was. I was a bit like, oh, okay.
I
Like,
kind of agree.
there was something about him, little
Yeah.
silver fox, and yeah, I was into it a little bit.
Okay. So you like, okay, so what did you think of him as an actual villain, though, rather than a bit of totty?
As a question you never thought you'd ask, Josh.
Yeah.
Uh, as a villain, I found him. I needed more time with him because I
Did you,
found
Shelley?
him. I found him so complex as a character. Like I'm so.
I'm going to fix him. I'm going to fix him, and it's all going to be okay.
I can do it. No, but I'm listening to you explain like his origin kind of thing
Mm,
made more sense to me than it came across in the episode. Does that, if
yeah.
that makes sense? So I found him quite confusing as a character, but
Hmm.
then also I did love how he was going around with his evil sister who was
Yeah.
luring people in, and I kind of like that vibe more than
Mm,
he didn't come across too evil. I don't know.
yeah.
Do you know what
He
I
just
mean?
wants to
He
start a
didn't.
war.
Yeah.
And he can't because he's not got his Lord of War powers yet.
I'd like to see him with his Lord of War powers. But yeah, but
Lord of
yeah.
War for Shelley.
Oh, but yeah, I don't know what to make of him.
Yeah.
I can't
I
quite
did have
put my
to,
finger on it with
I,
him, what I
yeah,
thought.
I did have to pause the episode to like actually write down his whole, yeah, exactly. I have to pause it right at that moment. He got his sword out. No, I had to
Oh,
pause it to make sure that I'd understood what his whole backstory
yeah,
was because it's quite an elaborate backstory.
it was really complex, and as I say, until you had explained it, it did not go in my head from that episode what
Yeah.
his
And the
backstory
thing
was.
is, they never really explained why he was so obsessed with war.
Yeah,
It's like he just did it as in like he just fancied it as the Lord of War. That's what he did,
yeah.
rather than having any kind of complex motivation.
Mm. And his sister, kind of like she hasn't got any powers,
I didn't really
right?
get her deal.
No, so I was like, well, why does she do this for him? What's in it for her? So it didn't really
Yeah,
explain to me
yeah.
like the why. Yeah.
It felt like a comedy sketch. Where it was like, "I'm the Lord of War," and oh, that's
Yeah.
my sister.
Yeah.
She's just
She's
sitting there.
she's just tagging along. You can just kill her because he just kills his sister.
You can just kill her.
He just kills her though, doesn't he? Like he ain't bothered she's in that like contraption thing at the
Yeah,
end, and he's
yeah.
just like, yeah, I'll do it. And throws his sword.
I'll save you the hassle. Yeah.
So like, yeah, I just didn't really see the point of her,
No.
and I just found him confusing, but good to look at.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
handsome. I did
yeah,
think he did have like he tried to have a little moment of sort of regret when he said you could see he was thinking, right, I'm gonna just kill her, and I
yeah,
you could just see a
yeah,
little flicker of regret, but
yeah.
he just
And
did it.
I think as well because I didn't understand his. Not that you have to understand every demon's backstory, but I just found it so complex that then I couldn't
Yeah,
understand why he was after Prue. Obviously, I
yeah,
know in the end it was for her power and whatnot, but it just didn't. It just seemed random.
yeah. And
Yeah,
so he goes to the boxing ring and he just directly attacks the boxer. But
yeah,
then he sends his sister off to Buckland's and she spins this elaborate story to try
yeah.
to get Prue to go to a warehouse. Like he could have just gone. We've seen so many warlocks break into her office.
Exactly. Could have just hid behind the door like the last one.
Exactly. that door is a
Yeah,
blessing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a
He's
bit
kind of
confusing.
yeah, I feel like it's such a full episode in terms of you then get the three Prues, which we'll
Mm,
get onto. There's a lot going on, so you almost feel like they could have just thinned out the sister stuff
yeah.
and just had him going on the rampage.
Yeah, and then that would have made him more believable. I would have just got rid of the sister. I
Yeah,
just don't think there was any need. I suppose the sister was brought in because obviously Phoebe has the premonition that it's a man that kills
yeah,
Prue. So obviously it's meant to be like, hoodwinked by the female sister.
yeah,
So I guess that's
yeah. It
why.
doesn't really
But
work. He's
no.
kind of he's kind of a standard baddie. Like we know what he wants. He's very
Mm.
determined. I like that he sort of researched the sisters, but I don't really believe Phoebe's line about the fact that he had like studied Prue. I was like, you haven't really. You've done
Mm.
a bit of
Yeah,
research, but
you
not
know a
really.
little bit. Yeah, but
Um,
that's it. The professor from the
yeah,
previous episode did more
she
stalking
did.
than he's
Yeah,
done. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But that being said, I did like the sort of Highlander-esque vibe to his whole
Yeah,
character.
that did come across. Yeah.
In that first scene, there's lots of purple lighting in the boxing ring, and he's walking around with that sword, which is like a
Yeah.
very 80s fantasy kind of sword.
Yeah.
So it felt like a charmed spin on Highlander, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Um, yeah, Dawn's laughing, saying a dude in a suit is the villain. Yeah.
Yeah. Standard.
Um, Dawn says the funniest thing for me was Prue going to work in a sheer top with her bra shining through. Yeah,
Standard.
yeah,
Standard through.
yeah. Good old Prue. Um,
Yeah.
shall we move on to the sister bond?
Yeah, let's.
So, as I mentioned at the top of the chat, Prue casts a spell to multiply her strength so she can fight Gabriel and separate him from his sword.
Mm.
That's what they're trying to do the whole episode.
Oh,
You
I
know what
could
it's like?
help.
Yeah. Instead, Prue's spell splits her into three distinct versions of herself. So you've
Mm,
got the regular Prue, you've got the super perky Prue, and you've got the sort of rock chick, grungy Prue.
yeah.
Um, so I wondered who was your favourite of the three
Oh,
Prues?
that's so hard, isn't it? I think my favourite was the pink Prue, just because she was so like kooky and like clever. She'd like worked a lot of stuff out, but also she was funny as well. And it was just
Yeah,
so amazing to see Shannon Doherty just playing like that kind of role. Because you
yes,
kind of seen Shannon Doherty as like a gritty role in like Heathers and 90210,
yeah,
but seeing her do like that quirkiness and that,
yeah.
I don't think I've really seen her like that before. I'm not sure. I
No.
can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I like
So
when you see her in interviews, she's really quite bubbly and funny and laughing all
yeah,
the
that's
time.
it.
So
So it's
Prue
more of
is so
her.
serious all the time.
Yeah. So the pink version I feel was more Shannon. And
Yeah.
you can just tell she had such a good time.
Oh yes.
Filming like the three Prues,
Yeah.
definitely. Oh,
I
loved
loved
her.
that clip that you shared from the House of Halliwell
Yeah,
podcast.
it came up on my thing and I thought,
Yeah.
oh,
Where Holly
just,
basically said only Shannon would be excited about the fact that she had three times the work for an
yeah,
episode, but she apparently loved doing this episode. It was so much
yeah.
fun for her. And you
And I
can see
think
it. She
you can
loves she
see it. It just
Yeah.
oozed out of her that she
And
was
it's
just
just
loving
like
it.
it's really impressive that she's defined all three of them
Mm,
within the first seconds of them appearing on screen. Like when you
yeah,
first see the three Prues, they are all wearing identical outfits.
yeah,
But the way that they stand up from the floor and the way that they pose and the way that they look at
yeah,
the other sisters is already in character.
yeah.
It's really
And
clever.
And it really comes across as well. So when Andy turns up later in the episode, and then I think you've got the grungy
Rock
Prue.
chick Prue, yeah.
Yeah, rock trick Prue. Oh god, that's a
Rock
tongue
trick
twister.
Prue.
But it, in that moment, I think she flips between having to pretend to be normal Prue and rock chick
Yeah.
Prue so well. It's like just the
Yeah.
facial expression, and I'm just like, oh,
She's
genius,
so, so good. I
chef's
love
kiss.
it.
Yeah,
Loved it. And I loved the fact that the three Prues sort of impact the sister bond quite
yeah,
in quite a large way. So like in a
yeah.
funny way, so at the start, they're all fighting over the bathroom because there's now
Mm.
5 people sharing 2 bathrooms. I wasn't really sure why they were all in there for 3 hours,
No.
but it was like a fun little
Yeah, that was
wrinkle.
fun.
And I loved Prue learning lessons about herself from
Mm.
herself.
Yes,
So
yeah, that was cool.
Perky Prue sort of points out that when regular Prue phones Phoebe to check in and check that everything's okay, Perky Prue is like, "Do you
Yeah,
not think like we check in a lot, don't we? Do you not think that actually they would let us know if something was
yeah.
wrong?"
Which is true. That is true.
Yeah,
So she's kind of saying to, like, normal Prue, you can just be a bit more relaxed about these things.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I love
It's
that.
interesting because I was waiting for a line that didn't come, and it's because there's another episode in season 3
Yeah.
where Prue is astral projecting her sort of like id.
Ah,
And in
yeah.
that episode, she says regular Prue is always trying to like stick to the rules and do the right thing,
Mm,
but like the more sort of wild child Prue is the one that was rooting for her
mm,
to be more outgoing or less restrictive. And
yeah.
it's interesting
Oh,
that this kind of episode sets that up
sets
a
it
little
up.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So they
yeah,
put so
cool.
much thought into it. And I
Yeah,
loved as well the way that um normal Prue could feel when they were getting, stabbed,
yeah,
but the rock chick Prue kind of says, I didn't feel anything. And I'm like, so
mm,
they're connected, but they're not that connected. And I kind of
yeah,
like that because you'd think they would all feel it, but it was different.
yeah.
It was different
So
in the
was it
fact
like
that they couldn't feel it.
they were connected to her and she was connected
Mm,
to them individually, but they weren't
yeah.
connected to each other?
Yeah. So it
Yeah,
kind of, I don't know, to me that came across different because you just kind of thought that they'd both feel it, but they didn't. I kind of like
yeah,
that change up, that difference.
that's true. Yeah.
Mm.
Did you feel it? Were you sad when the clone Prues died?
I was, because I mean, the way Shannon plays it is just amazing. But
Mm,
I mean, both when that happens and with her feeling it as well, you could feel the pain like that she was going through. But
yeah.
yeah, it is sad, especially when without giving spoilers, but especially when you know what's to come later down the line.
Yes.
But I thought it was sad. But
Yeah, it was
again,
really
it's all
sad.
in the acting. She just did a blinder of a job.
Hmm.
How about you? Was you sad?
Yeah. I was sad. I
Mm,
would have liked to have seen them more because, like you said, it was like the extreme
yeah,
versions of Prue. And they
yeah,
could have had so much fun doing that for like episodes on
yeah.
end. They could have had Perky Prue taking
Mm,
over all the job responsibilities because she was really good at that, doing that. And
yeah, that's
sort of
so
rock chick
true.
Prue could have had fun just sort of being a bit more wild like Phoebe.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah,
that's
there was
true.
lots of like story potential to those three. It's
Yeah,
hilarious. It just shows you how complex Prue is as a character.
yeah,
That you can have
definitely.
all those things coming out of that one character.
And I kind of think as well, I'm a huge fan of Orphan Black.
Oh
And I
yeah.
kind of think like it was almost like a little like prequel, but not
Precursor.
quite. But
Precursor.
yeah, precursor of that. And it was like I
Yes.
could just see that maybe that Orphan Black was tiny bit inspired by this.
Yeah, must have
Um,
been.
and I mean that's a brilliant show. Like that's a whole
Yeah.
other conversation. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, so good.
And it kind of made me like Prue more.
Yeah, I
It was
think
really
because
clever.
you saw the different sides. Like these sides are from inside of her, so those
Yeah.
sides are in her somewhere. She just she chooses not to show them. So it's
Yeah.
just nice seeing those other sides, side by
They do
side to her
exist.
that are there. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
yeah. Oh, I loved
There's
it.
also this sort of fun subplot in which the sisters can never reach a unanimous agreement on anything because there's three of them. So if two of them vote one way, they all have to go with it. So Piper tells Prue they're living in a democracy.
Yeah.
Then Piper and Phoebe outvote Prue regarding having Grams' statue in the house.
Statue.
Very weird.
Yeah.
But then later on, Piper doesn't want Prue to cast a spell, but Piper is then outvoted by Prue and Phoebe, who do want to do the spell. And then, of course, like the natural extreme of that, which I love, is that Prue can then have majority rule because she's always going to vote the same.
Yeah.
So there's more of her now.
Yeah, that is good. And
It's
I liked
really
how they'd like slotted that in as like a little rule in their house because we'd not heard that before.
Yeah.
Definitely not. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that in this house.
Just get a cloning machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn says it humanised Prue a lot more. Which,
that's
true.
it. Yeah, definitely.
Melina loves Orphan Black, Chelley.
Yeah. Such a good show.
Yeah. Speedway Chick says poor Andy in this one. Yeah, we'll get to Andy. Yeah. We've still got a bit more Sister Bond stuff, I think. So Phoebe is tired of being the one who is stuck with the passive power. And so she's going all Buffy on us by opening a can of whoop-ass, according to Piper. She's bought this, like, slam man from an infomercial.
It looked a bit weird.
Very flashy. A lot of flashy words. So it's like it's a martial arts training system.
Yeah.
And Phoebe argues that he's going to pay for himself the first time she kicks ass on some unsuspecting gnarly beast.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a smart move to give Alyssa Milano more physical stuff to do, like fighting? Because she's been more in like the emotional arena.
Yeah, but I think it follows on from the previous episode nicely because she's been through that traumatic experience. She's realised that there may be some darkness within her because of her being born in the house. Maybe she's different. So she's not just letting that happen. She's like taking action now so she can deal with it later. And I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it does a good.
I loved it.
Yeah,
like as a massive Buffy fan, I was always hoping that Charmed would get a bit more sort of fighty because one of the big things that I think lets Charmed down, especially in this first season, is that the vanquishes just seem to happen so quickly, and there's not much of like a big standoff going on.
The ending always is quite quick, isn't it? When they get rid of the demon. Yeah.
So even like in this instance, I felt like I wanted to see a proper fight between Phoebe and Gabriel, and I understand that Phoebe's only just learning martial arts. Yeah. But she does like one kick. Maybe it's a good kick, and maybe it's enough.
Yeah, I was going to say one kick can be enough.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted to see her actually go all out. She does. I think in next season she does do kung fu, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, I felt like I love that they do give us the physical stuff, but I wanted a bit more.
Yeah, but I think it's just, I mean, the start of her progressing that way, maybe. But but I thought it was a good follow-on, as I say, from the last episode.
I like that. It does make sense, totally.
Yeah, definitely.
Dawn says Phoebe putting it all on her credit card. Yeah.
Typical Phoebe.
And she loves that they gave Phoebe fighting skills. Phoebe fighting was getting those Xena and Buffy audiences. Yeah, exactly.
That's so true.
Melina also loved the Phoebe empowerment.
Yeah.
So I just have one more thing to mention about the sister bond. So Phoebe kind of, again, we see a sister really worrying about another sister.
Yeah.
Because Phoebe has the premonition, like you said, of Prue being stabbed by this guy. And so Phoebe is up early sketching the sword, trying to find a way to save Prue. And so she and Piper are like, they both haven't slept. They're both worrying about Prue. Whereas Prue says, I can handle myself, I promise. And she promises that she's going to go to this meeting at the office. And then come home, and so her sisters know that she's safe.
Yeah.
However, she breaks her promise. She goes to the warehouse. She does get attacked.
Yeah.
And Piper has to get somebody from the night shift to cover her shift at Quake so that she can go and say
Mm.
help Prue. So, did you feel like there were really any repercussions to Prue breaking her promise to the siblings?
Not really. I think they just got over it quite quick, didn't they?
Yeah,
But they do have that moment on the bed, and I wish I'd written down what they say to Prue. But it's something like, "Oh, rather than trying to protect us, let us defend you," or something like that.
yeah,
And I kind of liked that, like that moment, because that is so true of Prue. She's always trying to protect, let them do it for a change.
yeah.
But yeah, no repercussions though of
No,
when she does break the rules, because she knows she can get away with it. She's like, although she does hesitate, I guess she's like, oh really, I've got to go to the warehouse. Oh yeah, I'll go. She hesitates for a minute, but she could have phoned them and just said, look,
yeah,
work issue, I've got to go. And then maybe one of them would have gone with her then.
yeah,
It was a bit
yeah,
silly of her to
yeah.
go.
She's kind of stuck. She was kind of stuck there because Claire was basically forcing her to go, I think,
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
warehouse. So she kind of had to. But yeah,
yeah.
I do think that she kind of, because she's the eldest and she's raised them,
Mm,
she kind of can slightly pull rank and just say, look, there's one rule for you guys and there's another rule for
mm,
me. That's just the way it is. I'm
yeah,
sorry, but
that's
I
so
am the
true.
oldest, so move on.
Yeah, yeah, and it does come across like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
they try and pull rank back, but yeah,
yeah,
doesn't work.
it's not going to happen. Okay, love is pain. Let's talk about
uh,
Andy.
oh, Andy.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah.
So Andy shows up at the house because tickets for the Bay Area Music Awards have arrived, and they are
Mm,
tickets that Prue and Andy booked together when they were together a couple of months ago,
yeah.
but they've only just arrived. Perky Prue is the one who answers the door,
Mm,
and she says that he's really sweet, and she compliments his horrible tie,
yeah.
and he says that maybe she could take her to the game because he's a friend who still cares for her.
Mm,
And she kind of says to the other Prues, why did we break up with him?
yeah.
So there's clearly a part of Prue that still is into Andy.
Yeah, definitely. Which we
Yeah,
always thought was there, but
we knew it.
obviously, she never shows it. But Pink
Consider it,
Prue
consider it
shows it.
confirmed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
And I'm not averse to it. I was kind of like, yeah, I could go down this route.
yeah,
But I'm always hit and miss with Andy and his hair gel.
yeah,
I'm always hit and miss with him, whether I like him in each episode he's in or not. But that
yeah.
moment, I was like, oh, bless him. It's just like,
No,
he didn't have to bring those tickets over.
he didn't because he still loves Prue.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's kind of, I'm glad, so we'll get on to what happens later in the episode, but I'm
Mm,
glad that we're going down that path because it has reached a point now where
yeah.
he's there all the time. He's constantly getting involved in their cases,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like they need to just figure it out now, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's it. And I think, doesn't Morris comment like, we're always here, we're always at this house,
Yeah.
like, why does this keep happening? And I think that sparks something in Andy for then obviously what happens at the end of the
Mm.
episode. And yeah, it's got to that point now. And I think it's a little bit of intrigue on his part as well. Like, he's like, he's a
Can't quite
detective at the end of
figure.
the day.
Yes,
He
exactly.
needs, he doesn't like things unsolved, so he's going to try and figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, so how much
Mm,
of it is that he does love Prue and how much of it is sort of professional
yeah.
obsession?
Yeah. And like in this episode, obviously he actually sees her and his emotion as well when he sees like Pink
Yeah,
Prue like
dead.
basically in the morgue,
Yeah.
and like his emotion there and the way he then comes to tell Phoebe, like you
Hmm.
can tell he really cares. So I'm not surprised that this pushes him to the limit of, right, this is it. I need to find out what's going on. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do a bit of investigating.
Yeah. And
But he just
Piper
Oh, go
does
on.
say, "Poor Andy. Do you think he'll ever figure it out?"
Oh, and he does look kind of like that end shot of
I
him when
loved it.
he's putting it. It's like it gave me a bit of like, oh, he looked quite chilling in it,
Yeah,
like
it
he
was a
looked kind of
really,
evil a little bit.
it was a surprisingly like eerie final
Mm,
moment, like a cliffhanger. It was essentially a
yeah,
cliffhanger, one of
yeah,
Charm's first ever cliffhangers.
mm,
And it's really eerie because it's like he has this chunky file on Prue that has
yeah,
pages about witchcraft and
yeah,
yeah, I mean it totally makes sense that he would have that,
yeah,
but seeing
yeah,
it and he's actively engaging with it and then
yeah.
sort of sitting in his chair rocking
Just the
back and
way the
forth.
camera kind of like pans
I
back as
know, it's
well.
so
It was a good,
ominous.
good shot. That was. It
Great
was really
ending.
good. Yeah.
Are you excited to see Andy going on the warpath,
I am.
potentially?
I am. And I think it's about time now.
Yes.
But I'm really intrigued to, see what happens with it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Um, Dawn, Speedway Chick says, "I will always champion Andy."
Yeah. I'm always
Lena,
like, I flip flop, but I don't know what it is with him.
yeah,
That's a sign. That's the sign of like a good actor, the way he acts it though, because I can never make my mind up on whether
yeah.
I like him or not.
I think it's more the script. I don't think that he's a
You
particularly good
think
actor, to
it's
be honest.
you think it's
I
the
think
script that's doing it
I think
then?
it's the
Yeah,
script. Yeah, I
yeah,
think that yeah, sometimes he's really nice, sometimes he's really annoying,
mm,
and I think it's more to do with the writing, for me
yeah,
anyway.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Melina says, "Andy, bless him, what a lot of confusion for him." Yeah.
I know.
Dawn says, "Andy's confusing for me, given what we know happens later and how he
Mm,
reacts to certain knowledge."
yeah, that's true.
Um, yeah. Speedway Chick says, "That always confuses me as he reacts badly when Prue tells him the truth," I guess in the truth episode, but
Yeah.
he seems so open-minded each episode.
Mm,
Um,
yeah, I think more. He's obviously become more open-minded as each episode's gone on.
yeah.
And now
I
he's just
wonder,
like needs to know.
yeah. Dawn says the chunky file makes his later reaction make zero sense. I'm not sure if
Oh,
that means at the end of the episode. I
I
wonder if
think
because he's already been involved in quite a few witchy cases, so I think he
yeah,
probably has a lot of research on that anyway. And
yeah.
maybe he's only just put those files together
Mm,
now after the weird encounters with Pink Prue and then Blue Prue.
I felt like he'd only just put that together.
Yeah,
I don't think he's been keeping that all along. I think he's
no,
just like, right, this is it now.
yeah. Oh, Dawn meant later in the series. Oh, okay.
Mm.
We'll
We'll have
we'll keep
to.
an eye on that.
We'll put a little marker in that, and then we'll
Yeah,
come back to that. Yeah.
yeah. Um, have you got anything else from Sister Bond or Love Is Pain that you want to
No, nothing.
know?
Mine was mainly Andy. I was wanted to talk about the
Okay,
most.
cool. So we've got mythology.
Mm.
Grams's statue is an eyesore, according to Prue. The
It was.
statue
It was a bit
was.
not great.
I felt like it belonged in the garden, probably, not in the house.
Yeah,
You know?
garden statue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. I wouldn't personally choose it for myself, but I mean, in
Mm.
that house, that kind of looked fine. I thought.
Yeah, it
You
does
know?
suit the
Yeah.
decor.
Gabriel mentions that one of the Halliwell ancestors called Brianna was
Mm.
telekinetic and used her hands to channel her powers. And
Yeah,
Phoebe does find her in the Book of Shadows, and she's their great 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 aunt who
yeah.
disgraced Gabriel during the Crimean War. And I've
Mm.
got the entry in my book, which is really cool actually.
Oh,
It's got
okay.
a really long, surprisingly long entry about their battle.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it's got great details like her raging
Oh, yeah.
and
That's
then
so cool.
him banished naked apparently, which,
Oh, why
like I
didn't we
said,
see that?
Lord of War,
We
right?
could have had a flashback.
I know. But the way it's written is really cool. It's like
Yeah, that is super cool.
holding aloft her hands, um, the channel and source of her tremendous energy, her mind focused and her will strong, Brianna did what no man, no army could. She sent the
Wow.
crystal sword of the Lord of War high into the sky and hundreds of miles away. It's kind of like a fairy tale.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, proper mythology, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I
It's really
like
cool.
that. And I did love the way as well that it was, you know, slotted in there again that Brianna could use her hands for her powers. I
Exactly.
thought, yeah, we're going that way. We're going that
Yes.
way.
And also that's how he knew to trap her hands in
Oh
the
yeah, of course.
pit. Was it called a pillory? No,
Yeah. It was
something
some,
like that.
yeah, where she put the
Yeah.
hands in, then the bolt goes over the top. That was pretty
Hmm.
cool. I
Yeah.
liked that.
Yeah.
And also as well, I think in this episode it was the first time we get a mention of that firstborn witches are the most powerful.
Yeah.
Don't think
It's
that's
kind of
been mentioned
confirmed.
before. Yeah, we kind of got the vibe that that was the case, but
Yeah.
like in black and white now, it's true. It's been
Yeah.
written.
Like it's Prue very clearly is the most powerful one. So
Yeah,
it's interesting to have that very clearly stated that it's
yeah,
because she's the firstborn.
yeah,
She's like the
definitely.
concentration of power.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Did you have any other mythology?
No, it was mainly
No.
Brianna. As I say, the mention of the hands just he's making me chuckle now about the hands because I'm just
Yeah.
like
She's
they're
desperate.
just evidently she's desperate not to be going all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm sure it's only a few episodes now until like she doesn't
Oh
have to
yeah.
do the squinting.
Yeah, it's coming. Don't you worry. Okay, so let's just like briefly go through work it,
Yeah,
but there's not really much.
no, not much work drama.
Piper has inventory in 𝐒𝐞𝐞 and has to count every single item of stock down to the very last swizzle stick. It's gonna take days, she says.
Oh, and doesn't like Phoebe or Prue go, oh well, that's where you get the middle paid check or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
The middle wage.
yeah. I kind of like the fact that Piper often has these little work subplots
Mm,
that sometimes they add up to something, sometimes they're
it's
just
just
sort of like
random.
a little bit of realism, maybe. It's like
Yeah,
everyone's got
yeah.
to work, you know?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 'cause it does
Yeah,
ground it in reality that, you know, this powerful witch and she has to do this inventory.
yeah.
I mean, that's just a pain in itself, isn't it?
Uh,
So,
but
yeah.
I do feel like that's the kind of thing Piper would quite enjoy, actually. Secretly, I think she
Yeah,
does like to know what she's got in her
yeah.
inventory.
Everything in order,
Yeah,
quantities. Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
Sounds very
exactly.
Piperish.
Yeah. Um, and then we just have like a little bit more Buckland's stuff. I did
Mm.
like the line where Claire has told Prue, so Claire is the boss, Claire has told Prue that this client is from a family that has more money than God. And they could put Buckland's in the black for years.
But the thing is, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, demon?
Yeah,
Like straight away. You wouldn't believe
yeah,
that.
that's so true.
I'd
Yeah,
just be
so
like
many stories,
suspicious.
so many books and movies and TV shows about
Yeah.
ancient demons who have like amassed huge wealth from just being old.
That's it. So I'd just be
Yeah,
like suspicious straight away. I
yeah,
wouldn't fall for
yeah.
that.
So I mean, that's it really for work, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just got
Yeah,
about Andy having work issues with all the drama going on there, which we've already discussed. Yeah.
yeah. I didn't find any sign of the times, but maybe I was
No,
just blanking.
I didn't in this one.
Oh,
Yeah, nothing,
okay.
nothing, nothing jumped out at me again other than the fashion, which
Yeah,
standard. Yeah,
yeah, okay, cool.
and Andy's
Okay,
hair gel.
yeah, just a hair gel. Let's do some charming dialogue.
Although, sorry,
Oh,
Josh, I just thought, although having all of the stuff in like a little folder, like nowadays,
yeah,
you would put it maybe in a folder on your laptop or something
that's
like
so
all
true.
the digital copies rather than having all the cutouts of the newspaper and stuff
Yes,
like that. I just suddenly thought, yeah. So
definitely.
that was quite
Yeah,
old
I
school.
think, Yeah, probably like we're just so accustomed to seeing police officers on TV
Yeah,
having files
yeah, that's
that
it.
it's just that probably isn't even true anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, do you want to give me some charming dialogue?
Yeah, so I've got Piper saying, "This is ridiculous. This is like the Parent Trap with a B cup." Loved it. And then Phoebe going, "I think I just found a way to take some of the Disney out of our lives."
Yes,
Oh,
brilliant.
classic line.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. And then what else have I got? I've got Phoebe saying about the three Prues. It could be the upstairs bathroom hogging Prue, or the downstairs bathroom hogging Prue, or the sitting in the kitchen drinking all the coffee Prue. And like just that one line making you think, which one could be which?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I bet the real Prue was drinking the coffee.
I think so. Drinking the coffee,
Yeah.
definitely.
Which is which?
Which is which?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did like the mention of the downstairs bathroom that actually doesn't exist anymore.
yeah.
It becomes a
Wasn't it
closet.
like a closet? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
I
that's
love that.
why they were like, look, we need to have one bathroom and we're
Yeah.
going to figure it out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you have any?
I have the Parent Trap line
Oh, such a good
and I
line.
have Prue saying to Prue, "You look great," and Prue saying, "No, you look great." And then the other Prue saying, "Is my skirt tight enough?"
Oh, yeah. I like to think that Shannon ad-libbed that. Or
Yeah.
added it in herself and said, "I've got to
Yeah.
say this line."
I
Because,
think she
like,
probably ad-libbed the bit when she tries to feed Piper the bit of spaghetti as well.
oh, that's such a good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to think that she did because she was just having so much fun. But the
Yeah.
thing about the short skirts is like her skirts, sorry, tight skirts, or her skirts are always so tight. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
she's
true.
put that line in
Yeah,
100%.
they have. Yeah. I thought the special effects were really, really impressive actually.
Yeah, you couldn't like,
Yeah.
you couldn't tell.
There was
Again,
no sort of like green cutout around any of
no.
them. I think they must have shot on set and
Mm,
just like blocked it and then
yeah.
cut up the frame in
It was, yeah,
post-production.
you couldn't tell at all. Like all the
Yeah.
times they were together, yeah, couldn't tell.
Even when they
Spot
were
on.
holding hands, that looked pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
very clever.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
Um, okay, who was your, I'm gonna guess, Sister of the Week was?
Yeah, so obviously Prue.
Yeah,
It's
how could it not be
100%. How could it
Prue?
not be in this episode?
There's three of them.
Oh, and just like again, my love for Shannon Doherty. She's just,
Yeah,
oh, she was just amazing, and
yeah.
you can tell at this point she was just having so much fun, and
Hmm.
just it's just amazing to see, and it was
Yeah,
really really good.
yeah. I loved Perky Prue. I loved Goth
Yeah,
Rock Chick Prue. I just thought
yeah, there's just
it was done really well.
yeah, it was really done well.
Yeah,
And also as well, she deserves it for like as a character for like she goes through a lot of pain when they get killed. The emotion of then having to deal with that, because you could almost take it as far to say that's one of her personalities just gone, like, but she doesn't
yeah,
really look at it like that.
yeah.
But
God, can you imagine if killing those personalities meant that she
yeah,
stopped
it
being
could have
those?
took it like that much further, but
Yeah, that'd be
obviously,
dark.
yeah, yeah. But
Mm.
so good, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Does
Prue
she?
was my sister of the
Yeah,
week
yeah.
for
I thought she
sure.
would be.
I also just thought it was a really clever way of killing off a sister without actually having to kill off a
Yeah,
sister. You know,
yeah,
you get that
yeah. That's
emotional
so
resonance
true.
and impact, but you still get
Yeah,
to have Prue.
yeah. No, that's so true.
Yeah,
And it was, and as well, coming off the back of the other episode, obviously we've had the Wendigo, and then we've had the previous episode, and then this. It just feels like they've all been through so much in such a short
yeah.
amount of time as well.
They must be
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shattered.
Yeah.
I did see a thing though, just quick. I did see a thing that said sometimes in episodes, if you see that the sisters are sitting down, it's
Right.
because they just like had enough of standing up. So they were just like,
Yeah.
no, we're that tired. We're going to do these sitting down. So I
Fair
always think of
enough.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Trina says Prue for them. Speedway Chick says Prue times 3. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, like that one.
Stargazer says Prue. Trina says flirty Prue. Oh, because Dawn says which Prue was your sister of the week. And
Oh
Trina says
yeah,
flirty
that's
Prue.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had to pick sister of the week out of the 3 Prues, it would be pink perky
Perky
Prue.
Prue.
Yeah, definitely.
Perky Prue or smoky Prue.
Yeah, not normal Prue.
Not normal Prue. Poor old Prue.
Oh no, we love her.
So how many brooms are you going to give this episode out of 5?
So I'm going to go with 4 again, purely because of Shannon Doherty, but nothing to do with the demon, because I just didn't care about the demon. I'll be honest with you. I just cared about Prue. Yeah.
Beyond the sexiness.
But I'll give it 4 because it was a fun episode, and I would watch it again and still have fun. So yeah. How about you?
I would also give it a 4.
Oh, with the same twinsies.
Yeah. I think maybe it wasn't always my favourite episode because the demon is a bit meh.
Yeah.
But I think the Prue stuff and the Sister Bond stuff kind of makes up for that.
Yeah.
So it works out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And these were both such jam-packed episodes of information as well that it was just like, I mean, this is the longest chat we've done, so it shows how much happened in these episodes.
Yeah. Dawn says 3.5 brooms. Trina says 3.5. Stargazer says 4.5. Both of these episodes were great episodes.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm so glad you liked them. Shall I read out my...
Oh, I've been like so excited. I texted Josh earlier and I was like, Josh, please tell me you've got the reviews. I'm so intrigued to see how much we disagree.
Yeah. So I've got like these original reviews from 𝐒𝐸𝐲𝐬𝐬𝐸 magazine of Charmed season 1. So I'm going to read out what the reviewer thought.
Oh, here we go. We haven't agreed so far with this reviewer.
Let's just see. So episode 15, is there a Woogy in the house? 4 stars out of 5.
Oh,
not bad. It's surprising how good this episode is, given the flaws in it. Not the actual manor flaws, but flaws. Everyone possessed walks and talks in method zombie. And would you trust a gas man you've summoned to a leak when the first thing he does is turn a light on? Which is
yeah.
On the plus side is a great climax, fantastic music, and the Woogy Man effects are wonderful. I did think the music was really cool in this episode.
Yeah, was this the one with was it Teardrop by Massive?
Yeah. And it has like, oh no, that was Teardrop was the next one.
Oh, I've got confused.
But I think maybe he meant the orchestral score.
Oh yeah, it was good.
It had like kind of like a creepy doll's house. Tinkly, I guess, because it's all about Phoebe's childhood fear.
It did give it a good creepy effect, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, can't believe.
And there's like a weird kind of like woo sound effect that they did that I obviously loved.
I love that. I can't believe we agree with the viewer. That's the first one, I'm sure.
After he gave the Wendigo 1 star.
Yeah, 1.
1 what? Which Prue is it anyway was given 3 stars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Says this is clearly Shannon Doherty's episode and she gets some nice interaction with herself.
Yeah.
Aside from the cloning, it's the usual sisters versus warlock tale, though a bit too nasty to be comedic. Prue's broadsword deaths particularly unsettling. Meanwhile, policeman Andy again sweeps the board in the 1999 Unbelievably Gullible Awards.
Yeah, well, bit harsh on Andy there.
I'm not sure, because he does get his little file out.
Yeah,
and sort of
get his little file out.
It's suspicious, doesn't he?
Yeah. No, to be fair, I feel like, we was almost the same as what he thought. So, that makes a change. Normally I'm going,
Yeah.
Oh, dear. I love that you've got that.
That was episodes 15 and 16 of season 1 of Charmed.
Oh, Oh, I
We have
can't believe
6
it.
episodes left, I
Can't
think. Is that
believe it.
right? Do we have 8?
78,
I can't do
80.
maths.
Oh, 8.
We've
We've
got
got
8
8
left.
episodes left, yeah.
Okay, good.
I think. Oh, now I'm doubting
No,
myself. No, I think it
that
is
makes
8.
sense, because we
Yeah,
are
yeah.
only in August. So.
Yeah.
So we've got 8 more episodes of season 1, which is really exciting because we've got some cool ones coming up and things are going to kick off.
Yeah, can't wait.
And then we will have done season 1, which is just mad.
Yeah, and we have had a discussion. We are going to do series 2 next year.
Oh,
Might as
really?
well just say, yeah.
How could we not, Chelley?
And then at some point we're probably going to have to figure out how we can speed it up because we've got a lot of
I
series
know.
to get through.
I was telling Tom how
But
we're
we'll-
doing, and basically, if we do it like this, we're going to do a season a year, which means I'll be almost 50 when we finish.
And you're younger than me, so I'll be older. No,
I mean,
we'll.
I'm looking forward to being 50, but it's
Yeah.
not where I want to be right now.
Oh, yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure something out. We're just having too much fun doing it like this for now.
Yeah. Oh, people are saying yay for season 2. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Owen. Thanks,
Oh, thank
Stargazer.
you.
Yay. Right, Stargazer says, I already bought the DVDs. Yeah.
Yay!
Awesome.
I know. I'm going to get my series 2
Yeah.
ready. Can't wait.
Speedway Chick says, was it ever in doubt?
No.
No, it really wasn't. Cool. All right, we'll be back next
thanks,
month.
Josh.
I've forgotten which date it is, but it's the first. Is it the second?
Oh.
It's the second Sunday in September, so I think it's the 12th.
12th.
Or 13th.
I'll pop it up after, but I have got
Yeah.
it in my on my profile. I've got all the chat dates on there.
Yeah.
All organised.
We've got all our dates. We've actually
got
could
all
share
our
the dates for the
dates.
rest of the year.
Yeah, I could put them up.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll pop them all up.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
everyone.
Josh. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Charmed.
Thanks, John.
See you again next month.
See you later.
Have a magical month.